Yo, what's going on, everybody? Props to all the teams that made it in today. Kansas City, both number one seeds were knocked out of the ballpark today. Baltimore dominated over Miami. San Fran got a nice road win today in San Fran got a nice win in Washington to lock up their number one seed. KC took out my Kitties. My Kitties probably didn't. I didn't want to see them limp into the playoffs, so I'm kind of relieved that I don't have to stress it no more. I did want to win in the worst possible way, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see who else. Colts are still alive with a big dub today. We got plenty of time to talk playoffs. What's going on? Let's see who's all here today. Let's see. Leo was first, of course. Bang, bang, Niner gang, number one seed. Sports Cat, Jags got a win today against the hapless Carolina Panthers. Yay, you win. Mark wants a thank you from Leo because his Cardinals beat up on them Eagles that are struggling. Them broken wing birds. Also getting down here. Oh, Mosley's in the house. He's got it. He's ready because tonight, Green Bay, if they can get the dub here, they control their own destiny next week. 2 wins in a row, and they are in the playoffs. So he's got a lot riding on the game. I think Green Bay's a good bet today. I really do. Sorry about your team. Browning is really a stud and will be a starter somewhere. Well, not in the foreseeable future, Dabney, because since this was his first opportunity to play in the NFL, that they have control. Now, whether they sign and trade or they come up with some other option to let him go flourish somewhere else, that's up to them. But as of right now, he will be a Bengal for next year, as far as I know. But what is up, Dabney? Good to see you. Glad you are here today. Mostly good to see you, my friend. Leo says the Eagles losing to the Cardinals was epic. You know, that team's got sneaky potential, bro. You know, them being out of the playoff race can just sit here and ruin it for other people. I won't be surprised. And, you know, I might pick the Giants this coming week against Philadelphia at home. I don't have the warm and fuzzies about the Eagles for sure. Panther, let's see. Yeah, keep pounding. It's a great day. The NFL can force David Tepper to sell the team. Game of the season. What is up, Daniel? Thank you for stopping in. Happy New Year, everybody. We will probably, I know I got to go to work early in the morning, so when Alex gets in here tonight, I'll be bailing out right around 11:30. I won't see the new year. I'll be snoozing because it'll be my first day back to work from being on vacation, and I'm going to need some rest. I've been staying up too late, sleeping too long. So, Minnesota's coming onto the field with the loss today from Seattle. It opened the door, kind of. I mean, I guess it didn't really close the door, but now you get a double win and you're in. Did you see the video of the Panthers owner spilling his drink on Jaguars fan? No, I did not, but I have not seen a lot of extra videos today other than the games that I watched. Denver gets a win at home. That whole deal with Russell Wilson's really funny in a way. Business, I guess, is what takes over there. Man, it's just we're getting so close to the end of the season, but we got so many questions yet to answer. This AFC playoff race, I hope somebody keeps Pittsburgh out. just because. And this NFC race just got super tight. Now we got a game tonight that's got a lot of meaning in it. I'm excited to watch this one. I want to see Jordan Love step up today and really improve. I think he's got the potential, and if he can go to the playoffs in his first year, that's a good start, man. I really think so. Other teams today, the Rams should have lost, but they got a win. They got in the playoffs. Grats. Our local Rams fan has not been in here very much this year. And we are about ready to go. I have no idea what time Alex will be home tonight. Let's see. She is getting ready to leave work now. So that means she should be here by about 9:15. Rick said skull. I I think I'm on Packer duty today. I think I want to see the Pack win. I know that, the whole Minnesota Vikings team is a pretty good team too. I like watching them. Yeah, Seattle losing really hurt. They really controlled their own destiny and they basically botched it. But I'm telling you what, Pittsburgh, I don't want to see Pittsburgh get in the playoffs, but they can if they can score points, they can be dangerous. Oh my God. I want to watch it one more time. What an asshat. Also, good news: the Carolina Panthers have clinched the #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. The Chicago Bears have clinched that draft pick. They got some decisions to make. Justin Fields is playing pretty good football. But yeah, absolutely. I think new ownership would they need to either new ownership or he just needs to stop caring or he needs to stop showing up. I don't think I think they've really got to change the way they do business in Carolina to be competitive, to be honest. It's going to start with the right coach and hopefully a new GM. Oh yeah, he'll get sued. Jim, I think the Bengals being euthanized was more just putting us out of our misery because uh, I think it's really difficult to win with a backup. They made some changes into that second half, and we could not move the ball. Kudos to Kansas City too. Spags brought out the blitz in the second half, and he just wasn't ready for it. Honestly, absolutely. I'm definitely down for that. I just think the ownership's got to do what good owners do. They find the right people to run their business. And honestly, stay out of it. Limited involvement. I don't even know why he's that mad at a game. They're not supposed to win that game anyway. Yeah, you can tell him I said so, Panther. Make sure you drop him an email and tell him that that was my exact terminology. Why is Kirk Cousins half naked? I mean, the NFC or the Cardinals. Yeah, they definitely got that dub, man. Maybe the Cardinals ought to move divisions. What up, Snowman? Hey, at least they found something for Kirk to do while he's out with the ACL. All right, we are ready for kickoff here today. Everybody, let's have a good time tonight. Let's see a good game that could mean the next playoff team that's one step closer. And here we go. And I think he's going to bring that out from 3 yards deep. He's at the 10, 15, gets ahead of steam, gets cut off at the 20, down about there. And here comes Jordan Love onto the field. Yeah, we'll get it. Let's see. All right. Love's in the gun. Yeah, Panther, if you can get it and link it and then put it in the chat and then I'll pin it. Jordan Love's going for it all on first down and he overthrows his target by a few yards there. All right, there's the handoff, and that's gonna be Aaron Jones. I had it brought up, but I got it. Let's see, what did I do with that? And I'm sorry I missed the play, but what a grab by Dobbs on the outside there. Looks like that on 4th and 7. There it is, right there. I gotta change accounts. 1 second. Get that ready to rock. And we will pin that up there for Snowman today. Thanks, Panther. I appreciate it. There's the punt. He gets it away clean. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought Dobbs made a nice grab, but evidently not. That's a fair catch at the 23-yard line, and Minnesota will take over. 14:01 to go in the first quarter. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Panther. You are a good dude. Also, if you click on that link, there's a video attached via YouTube explaining the reason for the GoFundMe. And there goes Jaron Hall, who's going to run for about 4 yards on first down. Not taking any chances with the ball. Sup, puppet? Hope you're doing okay, young bro. Jaron Hall is getting a second start today. You're a Vikings fan today, Panther? Uncharacteristically, I'm a Green Bay fan today for sure. It's going to hand it off. There goes Madison. He's going to get through. It's going to be 3rd and about 2. He's going to pick up about 3. Skull. Did you see that logo I found for the Vikings on the thumbnail? I thought that was pretty cool. All right, it's 3rd and 1 here. He got a little closer than I thought. Hall's in the gun. I like the Viking shit, man. Just seemed cool. Back to throw, looking downfield. He's got time. Here comes pressure. He feels it. He gets it out, and it's going to be incomplete. And 2 punts in a row on Sunday Night Football. Rick's been a Vikes fan since 1966. Right on, Rick. Definitely love longevity in fandom. I have a feeling it's going to be a little sloppy because it's divisional. Hopefully it'll be entertaining and while it stays kind of low scoring. A booming punt that goes all the way back to the 6 and rolls into the end zone. Colts basically got a pretty good. Ooh, internet's going funky. Hold on a minute. Let me check that real fast. I got to see what's happening here. There must be a bunch of people on the internet tonight. Okay. I did have a little bit of a spike there. Colts on live support. They just got to win, bro. They got the Texans next week. They just got to win. Today is my last day for eating whatever I want. As of tomorrow, I'll be back on the New Year's diet, going back to where I cut that sugar out of my diet again. So I'm gonna suck it up today as much as possible. It's really weird. For some reason, the NFC North, I've always rooted for the Lions, and I have a special place in my heart for the Bears because I liked Matt Nagy when he was there. And I'm not really sure why. Always so many Packers fans, and there's quite a bit of Vikings fans too. But in the NFC North, I've always found myself rooting for the other two. You can't be mad at those guys, Panther. That's all because of your all's the way you do business. All right, it's 1st and 10, balls at the 18. Love's back. He's going to scramble, fires over to the outside. It's caught and out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. That's the young tight end Kraft. I have him on my fantasy team. He's been coming on of late. I think he's going to be a good asset. Got you. Yeah, Carolina had a pretty solid roster before they dismantled it. There's a handoff to Aaron Jones. He's going to push forward for about 2. And that's going to bring up another 3rd and short. And by the way, how are you doing today, Rick and Jim? Happy New Year to each of you. Very loud and in Viking country today. Love fires. It's going to be caught. It's going to be really close. Dobbs on the second effort gets the first down. I don't dislike Matt Rule, and I think he did, and I think he got to keep all that money, so he did something right. I got to work tomorrow, guys. I got to go to bed tonight. First day back in a while. There's the outlet pass. Kraft has got it. He's going to get the first down and then some. About a 15-yard gain up the right side. Not excited about going back to work, but I can't stay home much longer, so. First and 10, balls at the 44. Love's back to throw. He fires. He's going to get that one out to Reed. He's going to get about 5 yards on first down. All I can say about Frank Reich is he didn't have any control over the team that he wanted. And I don't think you can decide a guy's fate in 10 games. That's not enough time to let him do his thing. So there's the handoff. There goes Jones. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and about maybe 3. I know Frank Reich can coach, but I have a feeling that it's just really hard to coach in Carolina, period. He's probably relieved to be fired. Love's back to pass, looks, fires over the middle, and that is caught into double coverage. And I believe that is Melton. I am not sure, but they are scrapping over the ball down there. It was 11 games. I mean, I understand that it's a win-driven league, and owners, can be impatient, but 10 games with a rookie quarterback, or 11, I'm sorry, is nowhere near enough time to figure it out. There's a pitch to Jones. He's got a lane. He's going to get to the down inside the 20-yard line, and the Green Bay Packers are in the red zone. What up, Pizzle? Sorry about your fish today, Pizzle. Had a feeling that was going to happen, though. I'm even more worried about Bradley Chubb. The game is meaningless. That man's knee is not. And there's the handoff. A.J. Dillon's going to get about 3 on first down. Pizzle, you just got to do me a favor, and you got to beat Buffalo next week. That's all I care about. I don't want much out of this year. I just don't want Buffalo to win that division. Second down and 8. Love's throw is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Damn, Panther. Just always throwing haymakers, aren't you, bro? I appreciate you. Make sure to check out the Blood Fam Discord. Link is in the chat and in the description. 3rd down and 8. Can Jordan Love get a first down here? He's back to pass. They're rushing 5. Here comes pressure. He rolls out, flips it up, and it's overthrown. He had a wide open receiver in the end zone. That was Heath. Make sure you check out Alex's gaming channel as well. The link is in the description. There you go. Snowman's in there. Snowman has a nice Discord himself. I can't post a lot in them. I like to read, but I don't post. Carlson comes out for the field goal attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good. And Green Bay gets the early 3-0 lead. And we are off to commercials. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, Snowman is closing in on the 1K subscriber mark. He needs just a little bit of help to get there. Thank you, Panther. Definitely support community members. If we're a sports community, we support each other. Definitely do your best to help them out when you can. Dropping likes and comments, and every now and again finding a place to share their content always helps everybody. Oh. All right. Has anybody got any big plans after the game tonight? Anybody going out? Everybody staying home? What's the deal? Staying home and sleeping. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, it's not a bad thing not going out tonight. Won't be me, Ian. It might be Alex. I don't know. She might be off tomorrow. Brian says, after conquering cancer, I enjoy my sleep and being old. This week on vacation, I actually got a little bit of extra sleep. I slept in most days, and I kind of enjoyed that as well. But I need to get back to work too. 6:43 left to go in the first, and the kickoff is up, and it's going to go out the back of the end zone, and the Vikings will start at the 25. Yeah, Panther, as far as gaming goes, I'm not going to stream as much. I'm going to record and edit and do a few more videos. I'll stream a little less frequently, but I'm going to work on creating content. I like to edit, so create meaningful content. There's the handoff. Madison's going to push forward and get about 3 yards on first down. But when I got through the last half of number 3 on that, I was stoked. I was pretty happy to beat that one. That angered me because I couldn't figure out what I was missing. And there is Matt LaFleur cozying up to the official on his sideline. 2nd down and 7. Hall is in the gun. He's got 5 wideouts. And he's back to pass. Here comes pressure. He lets it go over the middle. It's tipped up. It's picked. Green Bay gets the turnover on the tipped ball. And they are going to be at about the 30-yard line. 49ers and Ravens clinch number 1 seeds today. Yes, sir. We talked about that at the beginning. The way it looks right now, somebody's going to have a very difficult time beating the Dirty Birds unless they choke. Just being in the right position was Ballantyne there. All right. First down and 10. Ball is at the 33-yard line. He's back to pass. He checks it down to Reed. Reed does a sidestep, and he might get close to the line of scrimmage, but I think he's going to take a 1-yard loss. You can always support this channel by smacking the subscribe button. You know what? Finding a playlist and watching old streams, that helps. The videos that are downloaded, that helps. Anything like that helps. Just a little bit of extra. Comments are big. 2nd down and 10. Negative comments are good too. Love's in the gun. He's going to go play action. Looks downfield. Fires it deep into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed gets the 6, and Green Bay is up to 9-0. Oh! Man, Jordan Love just let it fly. He got behind the safety there. And we have got a 10-0 ball game in Minnesota in the first quarter. Vikings are struggling a little bit right now. Yeah, that's awesome, Leo. Uh, the one thing that I don't like about gifting is that, so say you weren't in there, you're still eligible to receive that gift even though you're not in there because you were already a member once. It doesn't give new people time enough to activate the gift, and then if there can only be 5 people in there, and it could give it to some 5 people that aren't there. It's the only thing I don't like about it. Mostly, let's see. There was that tipped pass, and Ballantyne come down with the interception. A couple plays later, Jordan Love got Jaden Reed over the top behind the safety in the middle of the field for about a 33-yard touchdown pass. Leo gifted you? Nice. Leo's a good dude. Leo's got an awesome Discord as well. I guess that's your Discord, right, Leo? If not, you administrate it. And we are early into tonight's game. Still 5:10 to go in the first quarter, and Green Bay's got the early lead. Yeah, I got you. I thought so. I wasn't sure. I figured I would ask. At least then I have the proper information. A lot of people thought, hey, we got one Vikings fan in here at least. A lot of people thought starting Jaron Hall today was kind of throwing in the towel for the year. Um, what do you guys think about that? Somebody said that they did it to try to, because there's not much tape on him. I don't know. I still think Nick Mullins might have given him the best chance to win today, especially with a playoff spot still out there. Kickoff is going to be playable at the 1 or at the goal line. He gets out to close to the 20 and then tackled there. That is number 26 for Minnesota. He doesn't look happy. The Vikings have fans? Yes, they do. Jordan Love, both feet off the ground, just like Brett Favre. That's kind of cool. All right, it's first down and 10. Ball's at the 20. Jaron Hall, last possession through the pick. Here comes Green Bay on the rush. They're going to hand it off to Madison, who's going to get about 8 yards. And there's Kirk Cousins. Not used to seeing him out of uniform as he plays most of the time. Has done a really nice job of being healthy. It's going to hand it off again. There's a first down, plus 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. That was Chandler on the carry there, I believe, with the first down. Also think he got about 8 or 9 yards on that play. Nice run. First and 10, 3:49 to go in the first quarter. And there is is it a false start or encroachment? Let's see what they call. Yep. It's going to be offsides on the defense as he crossed early. No worries, Snowman. 1st and 5 now. Hall's back. He's going to hand it off. And that's Chandler again, who's going to get about a yard. It looks like it's really quiet there. Everybody's just kind of chilling. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Hall's in the gun. He's back to pass. Here comes pressure. He lets it go deep, and it is incomplete. Very nice defense. Valentine was out there and on Jefferson and got the knockdown.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, you made it home before 9.
Yes, I did.
Yay.
I'm supposed to get off at 7:30.
Hall's back to pass looking. He's got pressure. He rolls out. He's going to let it go. I think he's throwing it away. Yes, he is. That'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like Minnesota will be punting.
I don't have a football game on yet, but I'm here. What's up, Blood Fam? How we doing?
How was the chaos that was work today?
It was busier yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was wondering because I had heard that it was, that they did pretty decent numbers. There's the punt. He gets it away.
So you guys know how I told you from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. we did over $200,000 in jackpots. So for the total day, the whole 24-hour gaming day yesterday, we did over $1 million in jackpots. The whole everybody's shift. Today will not touch that number. Even if it's exploding and burning in the background, it won't touch that number. What's up, everybody? It was busy though. I stayed busy. And there was a solid number of people, but you could tell like around the time I was supposed to leave, like people were going to dinner.
Right.
So it was like kind of quiet, And but still busy. A lot of people I've never seen before. A lot of people I went to school with, I saw, just hanging around. It was a weird. It was my weirdest New Year's Eve day experience working in the casino. Especially how the last 2 days went.
Yeah, I got the phone call today about somebody trying to take a van that was too big into the parking garage.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. How do we handle that? How bad did he tear? Did he tear up any property? I don't know.
It sounds like their problem.
Well, when they come into the garage, the only thing is their sprinkler piping that's there that if they hit, we have to get fixed.
I mean, if they destroyed anything of ours, but it's mostly just concrete. So if nothing of ours got hurt, it sounds like their problem for being idiots. I don't know why, but like even the sober people on New Year's Eve are just dumb. Like it's just the day to be dumb. With that being said, I am happy that 2023 is concluding. It's been a year. It's been a really, really odd year. But not necessarily bad. It's been an odd year, though. I didn't get to see it, but I heard Kirk Cousins was shirtless doing the skull
We was
chant
just talking
today.
about that. Hey, look, there's shirtless Kirk Cousins blowing the horn.
You know, I had a whole talk about. I was talking about that dude earlier today, not even thinking that the night game was the Packers and Vikings. My TV should be on soon. What's up, Leo?
All right. Love's going to hand it off. There goes Dillon. He busts through the hole for about 11 yards. A.J. Dillon with a head of steam gets a first down.
Quadzilla. At first, I thought the score was 0-0, just because the colors you used.
Yeah.
And then I realized it said 10-0. I knew that the Green Bay had at least scored. I don't have any notifications for this game on because I didn't have time to turn any game notifications on today. But I'm still
There's
getting
the
fantasy
handoff. Dillon's
updates.
going to be stopped after a gain of 2.
Oh, I got the tweet, Leo. I just didn't click on it. Adam Schefter posted it, and I have not had a single moment today to just do anything I wanted to do. So I've just kind of been coasting through the day. Got a lot to catch up on.
Looks like it's going to be second down and about 8. Love's back in the gun. There goes Reed in motion. Here comes the blitz. It's get picked up. He lets it go deep over the middle to a wide open receiver, and he makes the catch, and he is going to be yanked out of bounds. And that is Melton, who's with his second big play of the game, and Green Bay's on the move. Jordan Love saw the blitz and let it fly.
All right, chat, and also you. Especially you, because we live in the same town, but I just need a consensus. At about midnight, which will be right after this game ends for us, at around the midnight to 1 a.m., do you guys think Taco Bell's going to be open?
Yes.
Okay, because on their website, it has the list of the hours and stuff that they work for holidays, but on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, it says we're open, but hours may vary, and I don't know what that meant.
Well, it means that they may not have people show up. He gets about 7 yards on first down on the kick, but there is a defensive penalty that I think they're going to decline. Maybe.
But Panther, we live in a smaller town. That's the only reason that I felt like I needed to ask. Normally we're open until 1 or 2 every day. And sometimes 3 on the weekends if there's a lot of people that go in there. But sometimes they're not open.
Well, I went in there the other night and they were supposed to still be open at Christmas and they just didn't take my order.
Well, they were closed.
It was Christmas Eve.
Yeah, they said they closed early for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
I mean, they were still in there working.
Well, they were probably cleaning. But everything here, well, closes early here now, but everything around here that's normally openly, I feel like you can't trust them to be open at or close at the same time that they're supposed to every day. One time, KFC said they were open until 10:30 because our KFC changed their hours and they're open till 10:30 or 11 now. I went there at 8:30 and they were closed. So I just needed a general consensus because I'm not going to go to Taco Bell and then I'm not going to pull a U on Christmas Eve. I'm not going to go there and then be closed because if they are closed, if I go there, I'm going in there and making my own damn tacos. I will not leave without it. But so if you guys don't think they'll be open at 12 to 1, maybe 1:30 at the latest, now I'm not going to go there.
I just saw on the website how they worded that.
Yeah, and how are you supposed to plan for that?
you're not. It's going to be a crapshoot. You're either going to have to call or just go.
Well, it's not going to be me going, but I still don't want to send someone else there and then them come back empty-handed. Because nothing would make me more irate. Look, I have anger issues, okay? And then YouTube has helped me handle them so I'm not so angry. But that's all Bob's Burgers is on. So it's really a gamble. Like, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind. Anger issues. Wow, I've punched a hole in my door. You want to talk about anger issues? Okay, Kyle. I have punched a lot of things that I shouldn't. He's got anger issues too. There used to be a hole in the dining room wall because he punched a hole in it. It just runs in the family. We all have anger issues. But listen, YouTube has been like my saving grace for that outlet. Like, back when we first started, I hadn't mellowed out that much. And some of you guys, 99% of them were not who's here right now, got me irate. Like, really mad all the time. And because they knew what to say to make me so irate that I would just freak out. But now,
Aaron Jones gets about 3 yards on first down.
Now when you guys make me mad, I can handle it. I just don't get mad. But outside of here, man, oh God, I get so mad and I just need to like find ways to just chill. I also don't drink anymore, and I feel like that's how I used to handle everything. Now, mostly don't you start.
There's the handoff. He's going to push it forward, and he's going to get another 3, and it's going to be really close to a first down.
I have my TV on, but I just was scrolling through the channels.
9:06, I think.
Yeah, I was making sure.
All right, he was short. 3rd and 1. They're going to do a tush push, and it's going to be
I
close.
think that's short. I think that's short.
That's
I don't
going
know.
to be close.
I don't have the ball, but I don't
they've
think.
got him marked short. I can see it now.
What do they used to say? I mean, all the same shit you guys say now. I just mentally
Learn to deal with it.
just shut up. You guys can't get under my skin. The only people that's gotten under my skin in the year of 2023 on this platform are Broncos fans. That's it. That is it. Other than that, I have not been upset about just about anything. And if I have, I've just dealt with it. It's 4th and 1. It looks like the Pack's gonna go.
Are you going Green Bay or Minnesota?
Sure. For the 1. Oh, wait. They're not gonna go. And they're gonna use their first timeout.
Man, if I was up 10, I surely would take the field goal here.
LaFleur only kicks field goals in the most in less important times. I feel like he makes terrible decisions on when to go and when to not go. I think you take the field goal. I didn't know they were in field goal range because this is the first thing I'm seeing. Literally, Panther. I'll just get off and go to bed. Like, do not start with me. And for the record, I did not watch 1 minute of that football game. But when I hang on a second, I'll come back to that in a second. 4th down and 1. They're still going to go. They're going to fake the handoff, play action. Look, he's going to chuck it downfield to a wide open receiver, and he can't catch it. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. Anyway, I knew that the game was over when there was this group of females that were decked out in their Bengals gear who probably watched a total of 10 minutes of football in their entire life were like, yeah, the Baltimore is going to get the 1 seed, but the Chiefs are just going to get their asses fucking smacked. And so I was like, oh, the game must be over. Everyone's pissed off now. And I was like, And in that exact moment was the only time that I cared that we won. And I was like, fuck them. But other than that, I could have cared less how that game ended. I could have cared less. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch a minute of it. I didn't know Taylor Swift was there until I went to break and I was getting harassed in the break room about it. So I didn't know. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what the score was. I don't know if anyone scored. I don't know anything about that game. I toned it out and decided to stay away from it. Who's Taylor Swift? I have no freaking idea, but I got yelled at about her. Whoever she is, she must be important because I was public enemy number 1 on that casino floor today. Oh, Chris Jones is always that guy, unless he's those days that he decides to not be that guy, which has happened in the past, but I got no bad blood with Cincinnati, but Cincinnati has all the bad blood with me. I didn't get threatened in the bathroom today, though. That's happened from Bengals fans before. That was like the one thing that didn't happen today.
I can't believe anybody threatens anybody over a sports affiliation.
It's happened. They're crazy there at the casino. They are crazy. And I've been threatened in the bathroom by literal Bengals fans. That's it. No other fan base in the NFL has ever actually threatened me. Not even the Raiders fans and the Broncos fans and the 15 total Chargers fans do ever exist. None of them. But the Bengals fans. I wasn't wearing KC gear. We weren't allowed. They wanted us to look professional, so we had to wear our uniforms, which
on New Year's Eve, that blows. Couldn't
yeah.
even wear a jersey.
No, we couldn't even wear. We just got sweatshirts because it's cold sometimes in there. We couldn't wear those. We had to wear like just our uniforms. It was a big memo sent out. It was sent out to every department, but apparently only our department was the one that had to follow it. Like not even the techs. So whatever. I had nothing on my body indicating that I was a Chiefs fan. Other than this
All right,
red
Hall
band.
starts the drive at the 24. He hands it off, and he's going to get about 3 yards on first down.
Like, I don't know what I'm not talking about him when I talk poorly about Bengals fans. I'm never talking about him. But I'm just talking about the majority of the Joe Burrow Bengals fans because the ones that attack me didn't exist before Joe Burrow. So there's that. Like that group of women walking past me today that were just all meh, and I
Second
laughed
down and
in their
6.
face.
Hall's back to pass, looks, lets it go down the sideline, and it's
Nice.
complete to Justin Jefferson. That's a first down.
Time 12:34 and rolling in the second. But yeah, I was gonna just avoid talking about that game, but Panther decided to congratulate me on the refs. If you want to congratulate anybody on the refs winning them a game, go talk to Jerry Jones. I'm more upset about that than anything.
I hate referees, by the way. I don't care, but I hate them. They're
I'm
too
over
damn
them.
smart for me. Hall's back to pass, fires it over the middle. It's caught.
Ooh,
Jordan Addison.
I didn't even know Addison was playing. You're welcome, Panther.
Panthers already telling David Tepper that he needs to sell the team and hire a new GM for me. So
I don't even know who isn't telling David Tepper that after today. Like people have been saying that, it's slowly getting more and more. But after today, I don't know if there's anybody that's not saying that to him.
There's a handoff. He's going to push forward for about 4 yards. I believe that's Madison.
I'll show you guys what I did instead of watching the Chiefs game today. When I had my break. This is pretty good actually.
There needs to be accountability in officiating for sure, especially with sports gambling. Because one of these days, somebody's going to get shot.
All right. All right.
Goes play action, looking down the field. He's got pressure. Oh my God, he just got sandwiched between 3 guys.
This video that I just posted in the chat is what I watched for the entirety of the break that I had that was during the Chiefs and Bengals game. So you can go watch it and see how much fun that I was having. Let's not talk about what. Are you talking about officiating and they can't do anything to us? I know it's considered a controversial topic, and our YouTube doesn't approve of that. But when they say controversial, they're talking about like other things, not that. Oh, he did say someone was going to get Nerf gunned. Yeah, you can't say that.
Sooner or later, something bad's going to happen, though.
I mean, you can say that, but I don't know why you always go straight to killing.
But because it's over money. And
I'm just saying, there's a lot of outlets you could choose, and you always go straight to the worst one. Only on here, though. Like, when we're not on here and we have normal conversation, well, I said it, and I'll take accountability because nobody that we watch on TV takes accountability. I'll take accountability for saying that, but I'm not going to say it again. But if I didn't say it blatant, I might not have gotten the point that time. But like, I just feel like they're like, we and him have so many conversations. Like, I was over at his house at like 2:00 in the morning yesterday, and I was just venting about things I didn't even care about, which was the college playoffs. Just venting about it, And so we spent a lot of time talking, but he never goes straight to the worst case scenario. But when we're on here, he will just say, like, talking about getting Nerf gunned, and when he's very has no filter when talking about the Deshaun Watson situation, when I feel like that should be a filtered conversation as well. But yeah, when it's just me and him, he doesn't say half of that. So I don't know why he pulls out here. The only place where someone's going to get mad. We just need to invent.
He is still down.
We just need to invent new words to interchange with bad things.
Oh my gosh, they all hit helmet together.
Yeah. Oh, the 3 Packers.
Yeah.
I thought they were looking at the Vikings guy. I didn't realize they were looking at the Packers.
He got down below it.
Yeah.
He still got mashed, but
he got mashed, but he was underneath of it. What's up, Pizzle? Sorry about your fens today. I know that gives us a better chance in playoff seeding, but I would have preferred if you just won. And so I was pulling for you, and I'm sorry I didn't come into your stream. I wanted to, but I did not have any free time. But I'm already hearing fireworks. I don't know that they'll do fireworks here. They didn't last year. But our town is really small, and like, they do fireworks on like the 4th of July. That's about it. But I know my neighbor behind my house is having a party right now, because when I pulled up, my car was shaking because their bass was so loud. And I heard a woman, like, just a belligerently drunk woman going on.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 16. Ball's at the 45. Hall's back to pass. They only send 3 rushers. He checks it down, and that's going to be a tackle short of the 1st down.
Oh,
and that is Munt.
I was trying to figure out who it was because TJ Hawkinson's out for the season. It's all good. I know, and I know you take things in the same kind of way that I take a lot of things sports related, but it's still, I get it. Come on,
Barbie. Let's go, Barbie.
Well, Minnesota's going to try to get their first points of the game.
54-yard attempt coming up here.
Makes it a one-score game if he makes it.
Kick is up. It's straight, and man, he buried that.
It started curving left, but it was a good kick nonetheless.
And that had some distance on it.
He kicked it hard. It didn't even look like he kicked it very hard. Man, I am waxed. I cannot wait. I get to sleep in tomorrow. I have to work late, and so I'm kind of glad we don't have Monday Night Football because I'd still be at work right now. Even though I don't think it's gonna be busy tomorrow night. Oops, I'm pulling the wrong cord. But I am just like, I've had to work early, and it ended up me being there later, so extra time. But tomorrow I get to go in later, so I get to sleep in, and I'm so excited. This is the most excited I've been all weekend. Also, I believe that next week's football game between the Colts and Texans is going to determine a playoff spot.
Yeah, for the most part.
And yeah, let's go Texans! Look, I know you probably want the Colts in. I don't.
I don't care at this point.
I've got no like hatred towards the Colts, but like I've been saying, I don't hate them. I just don't want to play them. They could be the worst team or the best team in the playoffs, and I still don't want to play them. I would rather get bounced by Cleveland than have to even face the Colts. Did you see that if the playoffs started today that the Lions and Rams would play each other?
Wow. Because
the Rams clinched with the Seattle loss and Rams win. I'm assuming the Rams won. It was a close game, though. The Giants
they should have lost.
That was a really close game. Also, shout out to the Cardinals. I just felt it, but I couldn't be brave enough to do anything about how I felt. I wish I could have watched that game so I could have seen Sirianni's face. 1st and 10, gonna run it. And he's going to pick up just a few yards. It'll be 2nd down. But there is a flag. Just kidding. Listen, I love Gardner Minshew, man. But, like, if we lose to the Colts in the playoffs, if we play them, we'll probably lose to them. And I'm okay with losing to just about anybody else.
You guys,
I don't know why, but that would make my feelings hurt more than any other team that makes it. So
the best thing about that game today is you guys got some deep throws in today. Opened the field up a little bit.
1st and 10. Ooh, sorry. From the 32.5. And they're going to keep it on the ground, hand it off up the middle, and he's going to get about like maybe 5 or 6. Give me a Minshew playoff. Yeah, I'm good with that. Like I really am. If it doesn't go through us. Was he grabbing his leg?
I'm not sure what it.
I don't know. Okay, that was McDuffie, their linebacker, going out on the cart. Looked like he was grabbing his leg, but maybe he's just sitting weird. All right, 2nd and 4. Play clock's at 5. Love's looking to pass, has time, takes a shot down the left side, and it's caught by Jaden Reed for a 1st down and more. He will step out of bounds. I just loved Peyton Manning as a kid. Peyton Manning was everything to me. And then Peyton left Indianapolis, and I could care less about them immediately. I was just a Peyton Manning bandwagoner. Which is, I wouldn't even call it bandwagon. I wish he'd come back to the NFL. I still want to watch him play. 1st and 10. Quick pass out to the tight end. That's Kraft. I actually have so many teams memorabilia. It's like, and some of them I don't really like that much, but I just like having. I don't know. I do have a lot of Manning jerseys though. Did you decide to support another team yet? I think I'm just gonna like pick a random NFC team and just bandwagon the crap out of them in the playoffs. 1st and 10, quick pass out again to Kraft, and he's gonna get maybe 5 before he spun out of bounds. 7 minutes left in the first half. Yeah, I just, I didn't like how they handled the Peyton Manning situation. That's what really, I just couldn't watch them. I was just mad about it, and we were pretty young then. You and I at the time, but looking back, I wish I still appreciated them because Luck was really good, but he was having the same issues that Peyton was having. 2nd and 6, they're going to get it to Aaron Jones, and with second effort, he's going to get really close, if not pick up the first down. And I think he did. He is so I think he at least thinks he did. I'm not sure that he touched the ground before he did that.
He just bounced out. He just flew out of that pile.
Yeah, it did work out well for him. He went and got a ring in Denver, but I absolutely hate that because you know how I feel about the Broncos.
Marked him short.
So they did mark him short. So all this was for nothing. And 3rd and 1, they're going to hand it off to him again. This time he makes sure he gets it. He's going to pick up like 10 yards. Listen, I'm sorry, Panther. I am. I really am. But Peyton's still my boy. I was rooting for him in both Super Bowls he was in with them. But I was not rooting for that team. He didn't win that ring for them either. They just had a really good defense. And it was his time to retire. But I'll always say that he did because they won because he was there. All right, 1st and 10. Green Bay's in the red zone. Gonna toss to Aaron Jones, get inside the 15. The 10 still pushing, and he's gonna get another first down. But there is a flag. That might come back. But yeah, I hate the Broncos. I do like the Colts. I just don't like to play against the Colts. It's like cursed. You saw everyone probably at least heard about the Chiefs and Colts game last year. That was embarrassing. And it's going to be hands to the face on Minnesota, so they're probably going to move a little bit closer to the goal. I think that's an added.
They'll probably decline it.
Isn't that an added penalty? Added to the end of the run?
Well, we shall see.
Aaron Jones looks a little. Maybe he's just taking a breather.
Yes, yep, they added it.
They did add it. So they're going to be at about the 4-3 first down and goal. A.J. Dillon's in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to him. He's trying to get to the left side. He does, and he'll get about a yard before getting pulled down. But he hit that 1 yard really hard.
Fireworks in Bozeman, Montana. Dang, Daniel.
Montana's cool, but don't you guys already have snow? That's too cool for me, and I'm talking about temperature.
It's one state I don't know much about.
That's where Chuck lives. So I get to see pictures all the time. 2nd and goal. Love's going to keep it, and he dives.
Should be in.
They're marking him short.
Man, I want to see that again because it looked like the ball crossed.
I didn't like that play because it looked like he dove his head straight into the ground.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Touchdown.
Oh, I think that's a touchdown. I think that's a touchdown. I think Green Bay should challenge.
That ball was barely on the white line.
What was on the white line? Where's it at?
Throw the red flag, Alex.
Do it.
Touchdown.
That looks like a touchdown to me. Not much. Okay, never mind. They did not challenge. They changed the ruling. That one was a very clear one for me. I still didn't like the play because he didn't land directly on his head. He landed directly on his throwing hand, which is just as bad. Why doesn't he have to control it to the ground? Once you cross the plane, I don't think it matters.
Yep.
If you're already like inbounds, kick extra point is up and good. I think like if it was just a normal catch, yes, but if he was running with the ball, it wasn't like a catch or anything. So he had possession up until that point. So the second it crosses the plane, it's a touchdown, no matter what happens to it next. Thank God that ball isn't spherical. Yep. Absolutely. I just wanted to go see the NFC standings before this game. So Eagles 5, Rams 6, and right now Seattle is 7. If Green Bay wins, they'll be 8-8, tied with the Seahawks and Saints.
So the winner, they said the winner of this game, if they win this week and next week, they're in.
Yeah, because the Vikings are in the same spot. So whoever wins has to win next week too.
Jim, ironically enough, I've always wondered how to spell the facetious. I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
Is it halftime yet? I don't even think we're at the 2-minute warning yet.
3:59.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me look at all of these teams' next week's schedule. Let's just hypothetically say that Green Bay wins. They have the Bears next week, which I think is tough. If the Vikings win, they've got the Lions next week, which the Lions might not be playing all their starters.
Raid coming?
Raid coming? By who?
Well, I know that mostly wanted us to raid somebody.
By whom? Let's see who the Saints have. They got the Falcons.
All divisional games.
But the Saints lost to the Vikings already. But I believe.
Oh, somebody's.
They also lost to the Packers. So Vikings and Packers have the tiebreaker over the Saints. Yeah, so the Saints probably could win their division before winning.
The Saints had 2 ways in. I saw it was something really strange to get a wild card, but their best chance is to win the division.
Well, it can't be the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons are eliminated, but they can't win the division.
Shouldn't be able to. And he's going to get
guess
it out.
Unless the Bucks and Saints both lose. Then they'd all be 8-8, and they may have a tiebreaker, but I don't think so. Because I don't think they're technically eliminated yet. Chargers got one more to lose. Who do the Chargers have? They've got the Raiders, right? No, they've played the Chiefs. Watch the Chargers win that game, man. I can see it. Jacksonville did exactly what I told them not to do and won today.
Pitched a shutout.
Panthers didn't score? I thought they got at least a field goal.
I don't think so. Last I saw, I know it was 26-0.
I guess not.
And there's a first down by the Vikings. He's going to get it all the way out to about the 36, and he's fired up. Who dat? Number 84.
It's crazy to
Oliver?
think that the Bills at 10-6 haven't clinched with their win today. Because
They can
if
be
they
eliminated next week.
Well, yeah, they're either in or out next week. So yeah.
No, I
But
mean that they can either be the 2, the 7, or 6, or out. So they're
yeah, because if they beat Miami, they would hold the tiebreaker. They're sitting at 6 now. Did the Colts and Bills play this year? I want to agree with you, Michael, but
have.
part of me just doesn't think they're gonna rest their starters. They haven't played well enough. Like,
I think they need to
I
get
think they
healthy.
need to use it as a practice, whether they care to win or not.
There's the handoff. Chandler's going to push forward and get about 4 yards on first down.
I get not risking injury, and I agree with that, but they're not ready for the playoffs. Their defense might be, but they're not. Like, rest guys like Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed, like, rest the defense, but I think all of the offense needs to continue to play, except for Isaiah Pacheco. And if Clyde is able to go, like, let the practice squad or backup running backs be in there. Like, the running
Let
backs and
Ryan play.
the running backs in defense can rest. Everyone else on the offense needs to play.
2nd down and 6. Hall's he goes. He's going to get sacked back at the 35. Green Bay just busted through the line there.
I don't know. I know that they won today, but that doesn't mean I feel any better about them.
Like I told you, the best thing about their game today was they were able to go vertical. And they haven't been able to do that.
When the score was 22-17, I was like, I kind of hope, like, if the Chiefs do win, that this is the final score, because I said yesterday that I thought the final score would be 21-16, and it was sitting at 22-17, and I was like, I'm seriously okay with it if nobody scores again. I did have one Bengals fan give me a fist bump after the game. So that was refreshing.
Yeah, I just can't believe people are that asshole-ish.
I don't even go to work and talk smack. I don't say nothing. Except for like 2 days ago, I blew up because they were saying that Travis Kelce's washed, and I was like, I don't know how a tight end that's 34 years old with 1,000 receiving yards is considered washed. Like, sorry, he doesn't have 20 touchdowns. Like, he does have drops, but who doesn't on this team right now? Richie James, that's about it, probably. Which I didn't see anything today, so he probably has one now too, but
He played okay today. Watson played pretty well. Rashee Rice played really well. Pacheco's a stud.
I love Isaiah Pacheco.
He single-handedly kept him in the game in the first half. If it wasn't for his play, they wouldn't have been able to win in the second half.
I just want to inject every ounce of his energy into my veins. I don't know. I might go back and watch it. I might not.
It'll be on NFL Network tomorrow. You can watch the shortened version, which is just the same. It's just no BS.
Well, I have to work tomorrow.
I'm sure they'll show it several times.
I'm not going to sit and watch that, but I just meant, like, go look at some highlights. Because the stuff that's not considered a highlight, I don't want to see. I just want to pretend like everything's okay.
Nothing to be embarrassed about with that game.
I mean, agree to disagree. I just feel like
Hall's back to pass, looking down the field. He's got time, steps up, throws, and he well overshoots his target.
Ooh. How did he look before I got here? I didn't see any of this game.
It's hard to say. He made one good throw to Jefferson, and that's been about it.
I feel like every throw to Jefferson's a good throw because he can catch anything.
That one fluttered.
It did flutter a little. Look, yeah, Kevin O'Connell was like, I don't know.
Punts away.
Punts away.
Fair catch.
Oh, he called a fair catch and then got blown
I think it
up.
was that might have been a little bit late to not hit him, but we'll see.
Oh, he blew him up too. Josh Dobbs is making that throw. Sometimes.
But they probably have a better chance to win with their other quarterbacks. See,
That's tough.
I don't know what the rule says
I think
there.
the only thing that maybe is because of where he tackled. I think he hit his helmet on his knee.
No foul.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing that should be talked about is the way he tackled him, maybe, but it was a little late. He already had his head down. He wouldn't have seen it anyway. He was going in for the tackle anyway. Ooh, he landed straight on his back, too. I can feel, like, my breath getting knocked out.
That's such a dangerous play.
That's what I didn't like about it. All right, 1st and 10 at the 12. Love back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off to Aaron Jones, and he's going to bust forward for 9. There's a flag at the end of the play. We're all like solid running plays brought back with a hold. And that's going to dig them into a hole. I feel like if I'm Green Bay, I'm content with just running the clock out and getting to halftime. Unless, they want to use those timeouts and try to take some shots. But I don't know. It is 9:39 here for us. And I have not heard nothing. But I don't think we're going to hear anything. And they're going to quick pass out to Reed. He's got a little bit of room to run, and he's going to get out of bounds at about the 18 or 19. He'll be second down and short. Minute 37 to go. Who got the ball to start?
I'm sorry?
Who got the ball to start?
I think Minnesota did. I don't remember.
I don't know. Jaden Reed, 58 catches, most catches by a Green Bay wide receiver as a rookie. 2nd and 4, handoff to Aaron Jones, and he's going to get 3. It wouldn't have been a solid running play if it weren't for the hold. Yeah, but a lot of times the hold is on the other side of the field, and so it's like if you didn't hold, you'd have 35 more yards and another 1st down. But now you got 1st and long backed up. Like, obviously there are occasions that good plays only happen because of holds, but a lot of times the running back will run right and it's the tackle on the left side. And so, it doesn't affect the play at all. 3rd and 1, Jordan Love's going to take a shot down the field, and he's got Jaden Reed down there, but he overthrows him. It's 4th down and 1. Minnesota's going to have a chance to try to do something here, if they choose to do so. Kentucky says Packers started.
It could have been. We were having a lot of conversation.
All right, punt team is on. Kick is up. And away we go. And he's going to let it bounce. And he'll pick it up at the 35, but he's not got anywhere to go.
Hall is 4 for 9 with 59 yards and a pick. He's got 39 seconds to get about 30 yards.
Going into halftime with at least 6 points, it feels a little bit better going into the second half.
All right, there's a snap. He's back to pass, looks down the field, checks it down. There goes Madison. He's going to step out of bounds.
Yep, he steps out about 1.5 yards shy. It was a good run, and he would have got another little bit of chunky yardage, but isn't that considered a backward step out?
No.
He went backwards to step out of bounds, though.
I mean,
he was going backwards. Wasn't like he intentionally stepped out.
2nd and 2. Back to pass, and it's fumble on the ground. And Green Bay has the ball with 26 seconds left.
That happened with the Chiefs game? Did they step out backwards? I don't know. I really mean it when I say I didn't watch it. Let's see it right here. Oh, yeah, that's a fumble. He didn't get going forward at all. Who's that, Kenny Clark?
This is a Clark. And a Smith.
Well, it's one of the two. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Green Bay. They have a chance to extend their lead and make this a 3-score game going into halftime.
Wow, that would be huge.
Even a field goal makes it a 3-score game. All right, play clock's at 5. They're at the 37. Love's back to pass, looking downfield, going to throw it out to Dobbs, and he'll pick up a 1st down and go out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 22 seconds, and they still have 2 timeouts that if they need them, they can use.
I
think they're going to take a shot at the end zone, honestly. Probably on this play. It just feels like it's coming. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. And this Minnesota crowd is really loud right now. Love's back to pass, looking. No, he's going to throw it low. Trying to get it to Dobbs. It'll be incomplete. Around the 1st down marker. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 25. 17 seconds remain. Love's back to pass, looking. Fires over the middle, caught by Jaden Reed. He shakes a tackle. He's inside the 10, the 5.
That's going to be a touchdown.
And that's a touchdown. He extends his arm out to get it in the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, and they're doing a gritty in the end zone. Throwing shade at Justin Jefferson. With 8 seconds remaining, the Packers make it a 3-score game. Sorry, 3-touchdown game. It's not even just a 3-score game. Whoop, let's fix that camera. And Jaden Reed with the extra effort to extend his arm out, keep control, and cross that line. He's done because his elbow went down already across the plane. Extra point is up, and it is no good. The Packers lead by 20. Let's go. Oh, man, what a play by Jaden Reed. He should have went down around a 10. Or, sorry, around like that 15 to 20 area. And he kept the wheels going.
I'm going to take the liberty of putting this at halftime.
I don't know why you make it small. I just put HT.
Oh, I never even thought about doing that.
I mean, that's how it... I don't know. I just thought it made sense so you didn't have to change the size.
Fair.
I don't like to move them around because I keep things, like, even. Final score 24-23 Vikings. Why do I feel like this game's going to end close somehow? Kickoff is up, and he might run it out. He will, crossing the 5, 10, 15, 20. Got a solid return, but he's going to go down at the 20 or at the 30. 33 with 3 seconds. Let's see if they take a knee or just take a deep shot, Hail Mary for funsies. And they will take the knee. Oh, looks like I'm getting Taco Bell for dinner.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, mostly for sure.
Oh, yeah, we know that guy.
Give him some volume.
I can't even type. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten today. I've only had the time to eat once a day the last 3 days. And then the first day I hardly ate anything because I was so tired. And then last night I had that bagel. And then it was so late by the time that I was eating. I was once again so exhausted that I didn't even eat all my food. And so I am starving. I've hit the point I'm starving, and I cannot wait to smash some Taco Bell. And that Baja Blast will cure my soul. 100%.
You're making me want to go get my grilled cheese nacho fries with jalapenos and beef. Just talking about it.
Okay, go get it.
I'm going to bed when we get out of here. It's going to be hard for me to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I've been getting up at like 6:30 the last 2 days. Just order it now and eat on stream. I'm not going to go get it, and the DoorDash doesn't DoorDash it after like 8:30, and it's almost 10.
That's kind of garbage, isn't it? You would think that if somebody wanted to, they would let them.
I mean, Papa John's delivers. Don't act disgusted. You used to like live on Papa John's. That's the only reason you don't like it.
No, I don't eat the sauce. I can eat other things from there. I don't like it.
You can substitute any sauce. You can put any sauce you want on those pizzas to not have pizza sauce.
I probably haven't ordered Papa John's in 5 years.
I don't believe that.
I haven't ordered it. They order it, they eat it. I don't.
And I can't order my food now because I have to wait till Shelby gets home. I do not feel right. And even when I live at home, like if we all had dinner, like I will not eat until like everyone's gonna eat. No matter where I'm at. Because like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a weird respect thing that put in my brain. I don't know. But like when the house eats, I will eat. But I'm not gonna eat before then. And she doesn't get off till 11, which means probably 12. And so she'll get to talk about 12:30 and probably here at 1.
Oh, no problem, mostly. Glad to do it.
So,
We're always glad. He's cool.
so let Papa Blood dip and hang out until 12? Well, go get you some food.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
He's not going to. Listen, he's very stubborn in his ways. It's not the New Year's yet. Wait until he gets on his diet starting tomorrow. He's gonna be such a girl about it. He's like those I don't even know how to describe what I'm gonna say. But him on a diet is very funny. I don't know why. Like, I mean, shout out to you for going on a diet and eating right. But
Man,
the way you go about it is funny.
I just hope that I can stay doing the right things.
I just don't know why you don't start your diet in like March or April. So far, so good. We drinking liquor? Yes. Yes, Dave. No. I just got home from work. And I don't if I started drinking right now, I'd go straight to bed. I'm such an old person. Like I have such an old person mentality. You'll never see that. I will not drink beer. It is the worst liquid ever put onto this planet that's consumable. I also don't think I can chug anything. I would throw up if I chugged water. Some Crown and Pepsi. Like just regular Crown or like Crown Apple or like cuz I know a lot of people are really into Crown Apple right now. Have you had clam juice? This doesn't seem like a good option either, but no, I haven't, so I can't compare it to beer because I have not had it. A bottle of wine, I could always get down for some wine. I probably have a couple bottles here that's been sitting for a long time. This time last year, I was probably on my third or fourth Four Loko. I just don't know. I can't even survive one whole one. I've never been able to drink a whole one. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I get it. They're cheap. It's like 2 for $6 or something like that. It used to be. And like 2 of them, you're not gonna remember anything. And so regular Crown with just enough Pepsi to kill an aftertaste. I got you. So it tastes a lot like whiskey with some sugar in it. I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing I've ever heard of. I used to drink a lot of Red Stag, which is disgusting. Okay, Red Stag is gross. but I mixed it with Full Throttle and grenadine. And I don't know why, but I used to drink so much of that. Like, it was Full Throttle on a tap. It wasn't like I just went and bought a can of it. Full Throttle's not good, and Red Stag is not good. I don't know why, but that was like my go-to for a long time. And until I think my heart nearly exploded because I drank so many of them. And I was like, man, I probably should stop doing that because Full Throttle is a literal energy drink that I'm pounding just cup after cup after cup after cup after cup. And yeah, so that probably almost killed me at one point. And then I was like, man, that's what, you know how I knew I had a problem and that it was bad? It wasn't that I was worried about my heart, which I should have been. But I would go and drink for 10 to 12 hours and then I'd get home because I'd have to call someone to bring me home because there's no way I'd just get home. And then I'd get home at like 4 o'clock in the morning and it'd be like noon and I'd still be wide awake. I had come down from being drunk, but I was wide awake. And then I was like, why can't I ever sleep? And then I realized it was because I was drinking basically gallons of energy drinks alongside of gallons of alcohol. And I was like, that's gonna kill me. So I just one
Double
day,
whammy.
yeah, it was just like the worst thing I have probably ever done to my body. What's the aftermath of the Chiefs and Bengals? I have no idea. What aftermath are you referring to? How are we feeling? I didn't watch the game, so I have no thoughts on it. And I don't know. I still have the same negative opinion about my football team that I did before this game.
I don't feel bad. I feel like the only thing I feel like is that the one play should not have been called intentional grounding. But other than that, I'm okay with everything.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I worked. I was trying to earn my paycheck.
It was a very good game, Dave. That part, what I will agree with.
Dude, this is like the story of every game. It was all pretty good until about 3 minutes left. And then dumb stuff happens.
Explain to me then why that's grounding, because I'm really curious to what your opinion is.
I'll have to look at it. I didn't watch it. I didn't see any like notification about the intentional grounding that had a clip on it, or I would have clicked it. Because I know because you texted me.
The ball was thrown at a receiver that was within a few yards. It hit the ground in front of him, but it was close enough. Yeah, well, him getting hit doesn't constitute grounding either then, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that was a bad call. And then and the fact that they had to talk about it and then throw the flag, it kind of took all the spunk out of the game because it was looking like there was going to be a chance that this ended up being.
I mean, I still think there should have been a couple intentional grounding calls in the game last night that were similar to what you're describing, but there was nobody there. No defender, no offensive player in the vicinity. They just let it fly straight down the field.
And something like that just takes the wind out of your sail too, right? Because intentional grounding is like the worst one because it's loss of down.
Get the popcorn. I don't have any popcorn. Every time I go to Walmart, I mean to buy some popcorn, but I just never do it.
Yeah, the one play he didn't blitz that converted 4th and 18. I mean, he just showed you right there how to beat Jake Browning for sure.
The Bengals went for it on 4th and 18.
Last drive of the game, down 8.
Oh, okay. I was like, why would they do that? But that makes sense. And
the next after that, it went back and it was 4th and 27 the next time because they just kept going backwards. Browning kept getting sacked. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh yeah, they in case of any flexes. So we'll get the week 18 schedule today. Who wins, Alabama or Michigan?
I'm taking Michigan to win, although I think Alabama probably will.
I think Alabama will win because Michigan.
I don't like Michigan, so it's harder for me to say Michigan's going to win. But I think Michigan's got the best defense in the country. But I think Alabama probably wins the game.
I think Michigan will be winning until the last 3 minutes of the game. Like Dave said, it'll be a good game until the last 3 minutes of the game. But Michigan always seems to not show up in big games. So that's why I think Alabama will win.
And I don't think their win over Ohio State was that impressive anyway. So
it doesn't matter who wins the Washington or Texas game. That's who I'm rooting for to win it all. I don't care which one wins. All right, we've made it back. Vikings will receive the ball. We'll catch you after, Dave.
I definitely want Washington to win that game.
I kind of want Texas to win.
He's out past the 30, 35, 40, still on his feet and goes down at the 45.
I think he takes a late hit there.
That ain't a penalty.
I don't know. I feel like that was kind of unnecessary. Yeah, I kind of want Texas to win it all, but if Washington beats Texas, then I want Washington to win it all.
I want Washington to win because I'm a Michael Penix Jr. guy. I love him. I don't think he's going to be a great pro quarterback, but I love him.
Oh, Nick Mullins is in. Uh-oh.
Here comes the comeback.
I smell the trouble.
All right, it is Nick Mullins. The ball's at the 43. Good starting position.
Yeah, no penalty on the return.
Play action. Fires it downfield, and it's caught by Justin
inbounds?
Jefferson. That's going to be about a 10-yard gain.
Was he in bounds? It was really close. To the edge is why I asked. Oh, yeah, he was. He was definitely in. I just saw that late right foot.
Ball is at the 45. They are moving. First and 10.
Bet on a Washington college team in Washington?
There's the handoff. Chandler's going to get about a yard.
Oh, Brett Favre and Nick Mullins went to the same college. That's interesting. I didn't get to bet on any games today. I'm pretty upset about that because there was a couple enticing games, like the Cardinals and in Eagles game.
Play action. Mullins checks it down. Here goes Chandler. He's got a lane. He gets to the 40, down to the 35, all the way down to about the 33-yard line.
It's time for the comeback. It's coming back. I got to look at the Taco Bell menu and see what I want for dinner. Taco Bell.
Chandler's been a pretty good back.
Menu. Is what's his face hurt? Madison?
He's in the game. He's been playing.
Oh. He hasn't. I haven't seen him since I've been here.
And there's going to be a penalty. I'll start.
All right, let's see what is new. No.
Ty Chandler has almost all the carries today, though, just so you know.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, the two or so drives that I watched, I never saw Madison.
Madison's got 2 carries for 8 yards today, and he's got 1 reception for 8 yards.
So did the
Chandler
offensive
has 8 carries for 32.
Did the offensive lineman not line up correctly? Or was that a full start?
I didn't hear it. And Mullins checks it down. And there is a penalty flag out there. I bet it's going to be some kind of OPI or something.
Well, it wasn't near the tight end because he never had a defender on him.
I think the guy up ahead of him was blocking early.
I just feel like the flag would have been further downfield. I guess not if it's the back judge.
It's where the official saw it, and he was standing right there. I think it's going to be – is it going to be an illegal? Yeah.
Ineligible man downfield. So it wasn't a legal block.
I think it was the blocker going out ahead of him. You'll see it here on the right.
Yeah, big man. He got eager beaver.
He got a little too far ahead of the play.
Oh, well, to be fair, I feel like that play was supposed to come out sooner, but he was under immediate pressure. They threw the flag at the open receiver. That's why I was confused too.
1st and 20. I didn't help matters much.
No.
He gets blitzed and he gets double sacked there.
Double sack.
Double sack.
We got.
I don't know what else to call it.
They're not gonna triple sack anymore because
that ends up in injury.
Triple sack means hurt your own. It's self implosion. But so they're gonna stick to the double sack. That's the brotherly shove.
2nd down and 28. Mullins is back to pass. Comes pressure. He fires over the middle. It's complete again.
Munt. How is new celebration going on so far? Oh, New Year's. Oh, we've got an injured Packer right now, number 91. It's going. I just got off work, so I'm just vibing. I'm about to get some Taco Bell after this game, and so that is what is my whole motivation. How are you doing, Vasant?
Vasant.
Jaden Reed has a chest injury and is questionable to return. Must have been on that touchdown play or the fair catch where he took that hit because he landed directly on his back. He probably played through it, got the touchdown, and then was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
I'm done. He's
not the biggest of guys. And he's taken a couple big guy hits.
You know, is Christian Watson ever going to be able to shake the injury bug, or is he just going to be one of those guys?
That's what it feels like. I've already started drinking and already made cake for midnight. Wait, what time is it where you are? Did you? I'm trying to remember. I know you told us you're from India. You're in India now?
I think he's in India.
I think that's what you said the other day. I'm just trying to keep track. I heard a lot of things today, but so what time is it for you currently? Because in my brain, every country that's not like in the United States is pretty much already in the new year. Because Australia is, but Australia is not everywhere. And so I don't know where India sits on the time zone, like the time versus us.
Should be close to Australian time.
He said, I don't judge the injury bug until the 4th season. I think that's fair. The end of a rookie contract.
Some guys, I think, just want to be hurt so they don't have to play.
Kadarius Toney. It's New Year's morning, 8:30. Okay. Yes. So it's already 2024.
Happy New Year, Vasant.
What's it like living in the future?
What's it like living in the future?
So you're 10 hours ahead of us. That's crazy.
All right, it's 3rd down and 14.
Did David Tepper sell the team? Not that I know of. I haven't gotten any updates yet.
Mullins is back to pass. Here comes pressure. He fires over the middle, and it's caught by Justin Jefferson inside the 20 down to the 15 in traffic. How did he catch that ball and not get hit?
Spinny,
Look,
spin.
it is a spin move. Here it goes. Yeet. Whoop. Oh my gosh.
Would you rather have someone get hurt so they don't play, or not block so they don't get hurt? I don't know. That seems like a double-edged sword. Oh, Vikings in the red zone.
It's back. He checks it over to the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, when he bobbled that up a little bit, I kind of got nervous. Because he's Justin Jefferson. That you're correct. You got him. Got him.
Well, you got to say going for that ball and he catching that ball in between three guys and one coming right at you and not getting hit takes talent. Damn, Mutt, you should have had that.
It's okay. People drop passes all the time. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine.
You only had 2 drops today that were kind of bad. There's the handoff. And
Dang!
Barrel on down inside the 10.
He was channeling his inner Isaiah Pacheco on that run.
That's who it looked like.
Not blocking is quiet quitting, and the other is just calling out sick December 15th for 2 weeks. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good. It's 3rd down and 3.
It's back to throw. He's got pressure coming. Steps back. Checks it down.
No.
And there goes Chandler. He's going to be stopped.
Oh, they got him. That second wind jump. He almost broke free. And I think that was
here
6.
We go. 4th down. You know they're going.
I think they should take the field goal.
Should be 4th and about 4. Man,
I
hate the next gen stats. Probability 44%. Ugh. All right, here it is.
Got a team photo on Chandler's back right there.
Back to pass. Here goes pressure. He steps forward. He lets it go. It's incomplete.
Oh, I don't even know how he got that ball where it was supposed to go. I know it wasn't the best placement, but like he was getting tackled. And he was falling forward also.
Now he's sitting there thinking, a 17-point deficit. How close would should have I taken?
17 sounds so much better than 20. Did we not learn from last night that, field goals can end up making a difference in the 4th quarter?
That was the only time I got mad at the Bengals today is when they decided to go for it to try to press their lead up higher. And no. They didn't take the 3.
I will say I saw the first drive of the game, and by that I mean like 4 or 5 plays. But when Jake Browning ran it up the middle and he got stopped, they said it was a 1st down, but he stood him up right before the line. And it should have been it should have been 4th and inches. That was the only thing I saw. But I was like, you know what? They've had a terrible time spotting balls all season long, so it's not a big deal.
They had to challenge a Mahomes reaching out while going out of bounds. They had because they gave him a favorable. The one guy spotted it correctly. The referee came and said, no, it was up here and moved him forward. And then they reviewed it and it had to come back.
Yeah, that was basically the majority of all of what I saw was like the Bengals' first drive. But Jake Browning got stood up by Nick Bolton, and they said it was a 1st down. And I was like, I didn't get a chance to hang around and watch the replay, but I was like, he stood him up with his heels on the line to gain. Even after review, they still blew it every time. Dude, I don't even think it's just today, and I didn't get to see that game, but like the last few weeks, even games that him and I sit in here and affect us zero, that we don't care. We're like, why did they spot him there? Like the spotting has been just as bad as the actual officiating.
Line judges have absolutely sucked.
Like, I feel like their job's even easier.
Well, yeah, they were talking in that last drive. There was a play where Chris Jones was a helmet over the ball, and there's a lot. You can see the line judge standing there staring at him. They showed the big picture of it, and they won't throw a flag for that.
No, they only throw it.
I wasn't even upset about that one.
If it's offensive offsides. We saw that with Myles Garrett on Thursday Night Football. They called offensive offsides when Myles Garrett had his entire hand across. It wasn't even just like a close one. 1st and 10, handoff to Aaron Jones. He's got a lane. He's going to go to the 25, the 30, still going all the way to the 35. They were in there, deep in their own red zone. And he gets a huge hole in a first down. And it feels like they're about to make the Vikings regret not just taking 3.
Yeah, I feel like this game is pretty close to being done.
I am so happy to see Aaron Jones playing meaningful minutes in football again, because like he's a big piece of what's been missing from, the games that they've struggled. 1st and 10, handed off. This time it's Dillon. He's going to get about a yard, maybe a yard and a half, maybe 2. But like, A.J. Dillon is not the number 1. He's good, but he's not the number 1. Having Aaron Jones is just everything for this team. Playing good football. I still haven't, and I'm not going to judge him too hard after one season, but I still haven't formed an opinion about Jordan Love yet. I don't hate him. That it's not anything bad. 2nd and 8, he's going to take a shot down the sideline, and he's got Romeo Doubs, but he drops it. Oh, it's okay. Everybody drops passes, but he literally had 2 hands on it. Oh, he just tried to tuck it with one hand, and he couldn't, so he could brace himself for the fall, and he just kind of lost it going to the ground.
That was a damn good throw.
Dude, as soon as I went just saying I don't know how I feel about Jordan Love, he goes and throws a dime like that. I still don't know how I feel about him as a whole, but I feel like he's having a pretty solid first year as a starter season. 3rd down and 8, play clock's running down. He gets it off just in time. He's going to check it down over the middle. That is, who is that? Heath. I almost said Wicks, but I don't think Wicks is playing.
Haven't seen Wicks today.
And they're going to pick up a first down and move the chains. Also, Aiden O'Connell does look like he's 12 years old. It looks like he's Derek Carr's son, with the little kid chubby cheeks.
I think he's talking about Kevin O'Connell. Or is that right?
Oh, Kevin O'Connell doesn't look quite 12. I think he looks like he still has like a man face, but Aiden O'Connell has a baby face. He's Derek Carr's son. 1st and 10. Love's going to dump it out to Kraft, who's going to get close to a first down before going out of bounds. Also, happy belated birthday. He said he hit the big 5-0 yesterday.
Hey, mostly we're the same age for about 24 hours.
Until tomorrow in 2 hours. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40. Packers are driving, and they're looking to kind of put this game away. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones, and he's going to get stood up at the line. Stood up and then put down. They very, gently put him on the ground. I don't know why it was hilarious. Hi, kitty. All I see is that little raccoon tail, and I know the kitty's there.
He's had enough of football. He's climbing up here to go take a nap.
Well, you're not usually home all day Sundays.
Yep, he watched football with me the whole day.
He loves football. And Futurama. 2nd and 9. Love has time. He's skating around. He's going to turn around and check it down to Aaron Jones, who's got a bit of a lane. He spins out of a tackle and picks up a first down. Jesus. Aaron Jones is their offense. And they're just like finding pieces in like Reed and Wicks and Watson to just go around Aaron Jones. He is the guy that everyone else is the supporting cast. They always say your quarterback is like, your leader, but Aaron Jones is their leader on this offense. But yeah, he likes Futurama and football. That's how you know he's my cat. I love Futurama and football. And Bob's Burgers. I haven't decided how he feels about Bob's Burgers yet. 1st and 10, hand off to Dylan. Dylan gets smacked, but he somehow clobbers his way out of it and gets another yard. Oh man, it's so much anxiety seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams fighting for essentially one spot, but 2 spots.
Yeah, you got to count the South.
Yeah, the South, I forget. It's the same in the AFC, though. Except for, I think 6 and 7 are still open. 2nd and 6, handoff to Dylan. He's going to bulldoze his way, and he's going to get 5.5. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Dude, he's a wrecking ball. Like, it's just a large mass that just comes flying at you. He's so strong. But, I don't even remember what I was saying before that. 3rd down and 1. I don't think they need to run a tush push here. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones. He'll get the 1st down. Yeah, didn't Boston Connor tackle him? I don't know. I'm not sure. But, like, dude, I just feel like he's not, like, the biggest guy, but he is not small. But he's also really big, but smaller, really big. It looks like he's having some issue with his wrist. A.J. Dillon on the sideline right now. All right, Green Bay is officially into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 18. Love back to pass, bouncing around. Finally, dumps it down to his tight end. And he's going to get 5, maybe 6. I don't know which tight end that is. Sims? I have no idea.
Okay,
Number
Kitty.
89. He's just showing you that he is full of love.
Ow.
All right, 2nd and 5. Aaron Jones in the backfield. 2nd and 4. And they hand it off to him. He skates around, and he's going to pick up at least 2. Maybe 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and short. Why do these Packers fans there look so depressed right now?
I have no idea. They should be happy.
Like, every one of them they just showed looked more depressed than the Vikings fans. All right, 3rd down and 1. I say run the football, but that's just me. And Love's back to pass, looking. Gonna float one to the back of the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Number 80. Melton. I don't know who that is. But touchdown Green Bay.
He's played good.
And they're a point after away from breaking 30. Now all Green Bay needs to do is replicate this against Chicago, which I think is going to be a little bit harder. I know they smacked Chicago in like week 1 or 2, and I know historically, as of late, Green Bay owns the Packers, but I just don't feel like it's going to be an easy task. Because Green Bay smacked the Lions in one game and then got smacked by the Lions in another game. And so they smacked the Bears. And the way things are trending is for the Bears to smack them back. And the Bears are having a quietly respectable season due to like the injuries and stuff they've had. And you know what? They're 5-6 wins now.
7.
7 wins now?
7 and 9.
I mean, the Bears have got a lot of fight in them right now. They announced today that Eberflus will be their head coach next year. I did see that. It was an announcement that was made. I don't feel like you need to announce that. You only need to announce if he's not going to. It's one of those things you don't have to say out loud.
I think there was a lot of people that were questioning it.
Yeah, speculation, but they don't pay the bills of these guys. You know, they don't pay the paychecks. So, you know, us fans are left to speculate about a lot of things. And, you know, although it might not be the healthiest thing for us to do sometimes, we're going to do it. It's just like a natural human thing for us to do. Like I am speculating on what football team is going to have Zach Wilson's name on it when I buy his next jersey, but I don't know. When it's so awkward that you're visiting a stadium and the other team isn't even in it enough to talk trash, the cheesehead Midwestern niceness won't let them keep celebrating. Dude, that's exactly what it is. You're right, 100%. The Midwestern niceness. Now, I'm going to say this. The Midwestern niceness is such a real thing, but have you, I mean, Jeff, you've lived in Kansas City, so you've lived in like the heart of Midwestern, a little closer to the middle than like where we live, but there are not Midwestern nice people too that live in the Midwest. I had a dude the last time we went to Kansas City. I guess he thought I was driving too slow, which I wasn't. I don't ever drive slow. And he like followed me on it was a 2-lane road. It was like a high or an interstate. He followed me and then I got over into the slow lane to get out of his way cuz he obviously felt like he was in a hurry. And then so he got over past me, flipped me off when he passed me. And then there was a car in the slow lane that I was also going to go around. So I tried to get back over and then he just went in the middle of the both lanes so I couldn't go around. He thought I was trying to go back around him, I guess. And he was just like flipping me off in his back window while he was just driving. And I was like, "Why is this guy so mad? I'm going 75 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour." Like he was so mad.
So he got smacked on the return. They started at the 13 or 17. They're going to pitch it to Madison, who's got a lane. He's going to get a first down or really close to it.
Oh, you're right. I did see Madison earlier. Now that I'm seeing him right now.
It's kind of like he's kind of being replaced as the number 1 back right now.
I mean, they've been on a really rough game skid, so I think they're just exploring all their options. That's why Jaron Hall started today.
30-3, 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 1. Play action, looking downfield. Uh-oh. Fires it. It's bobbled almost.
Ooh. He about got dunked on. And Jaden Reed's going to the locker room officially, so he's probably not coming back. He's probably done for the day. Which the Packers have put up 30. The way their defense has played in this game, I feel like he doesn't need to come back.
He grabbed.
they should be able to do enough to not have to need a lot of offense. As a 16-year-old who's recently started driving, I've been flipped off before. Yeah, but this was like one of the most aggressive flipped off I've ever gotten. And I've driven in Chicago, like I've driven in Atlanta, I've driven in all these cities, but in the Midwest is where they were the worst.
So there's a flag on 3rd and 1. The whistle blows. It's probably going to be a false start or a delay. I don't know which. Yep,
delay game. So now we get one more play before the 4th quarter. And since we're going to commercial, I'll be right back. After this one play anyway. But people got some serious road rage, man. Like, just calm down.
3rd down and 6 now. Mullins is in the gun. Back looking. Fires it over the middle. It's caught, but it's going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And that ends the 3rd quarter with your score today. Green Bay Packers 30, Minnesota Vikings 3. And Cousins is like, man, we are no good. Brock Purdy breaking the 49ers single-season passing yards record. Yep. Alex is talking about where does Zach Wilson land if I don't even know if he gets, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him or not. There's going to be a lot of veteran quarterbacks available on the market for next year, to be honest. How do the Eagles lose to the Cardinals at home? Oh, my God, that was so bad. Kyler Murray, when it doesn't count, he generally plays well. But when it matters, he sucks. Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. I think Wisconsin and Minnesota are the nice Midwest now. Nice Scandinavian kids who went to like St. Olaf College. I've been at KC games where fans get into the visiting fans for no reason. Jeff, man, there's really nice people everywhere in the Midwest, but there's also complete and total asshats everywhere. And if you get a bunch of them together, it's like exponential asshatedness, where they turn even worse. Chris, I think you earn that with her sometimes. Just saying. I just got to fix what I ingest, bro. That's my New Year's resolution. Control what I eat and drink a little bit better, because this holiday season I went to crap. There's the punt. It's a good one too. All the way back to the 20. Fumbles it. Ball's loose on the ground. He goes to recover it, and Minnesota's got it back. What a play by number 11. Oh my gosh. Toure goes to receive the punt, and it gets blown up. And then Thompson falls on it. Toure must have felt him coming, bro. He had to. Yeah, Jeff, I mean, like when I go anywhere with like Alex, when we go to football games and stuff, I'm always on edge because you never know who's outside. It's not in the stadium that I worry about people. It's just around the stadium because a lot of, for lack of a better term, vagrants hang out in those areas. And every time I'm always playing dad when we leave the stadium. I'm always trying to keep my eyes out. Madison takes a Chandler takes a direct snap, goes down to the 5. Same when we go to concerts and stuff. I know she can take care of herself, but I get protective. The last outing that we all went to was a baseball game, and we walk across from northern Kentucky into Ohio, and it's not so bad in a group, but you never know. And there's a touchdown for Munt. I can't get over the dude Munt because I don't know him. It is Johnny Munt gets in for the score. Thanks, Chris. Extra point is up, and it is good. Minnesota gets the turnover and turns it into a quick touchdown. Johnny Munt. The score won't be as embarrassing for the Vikings now, but Love has their number as it is tearing them up. Yeah. I think Jordan Love's turning a corner. I think next year ought to be a pretty good year for him. That whole NFC North might be the division next year because I think, Justin Fields, if he's still in Chicago with another year under his belt and Love progressing, if Minnesota gets a decent quarterback, they're going to contend. The NFC North might be like the AFC North next year. Toure muffed the punt, Alex, and the Vikings got a teddy.
Did you see my text message?
No. It is a wolf spider.
It's orange.
His skin color is just a little different, but that's a wolf spider.
I went to go use the bathroom, and I ended up not using the bathroom. Yeah. One of the cats tried to get it, and then he lost it because he's dumb. And then I tried to kill it, and I thought I killed it, but I couldn't find it after I thought I killed it. So then I convinced myself that it was still alive, and so I just didn't, I did not go to the bathroom. It was on the toilet.
There you go. It's in the private chat. Make sure that's it.
That's a wolf spider?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at the picture again. That's pretty close. How did they score?
So they muffed the punt, and then Toure muffed the punt. Number 11 for Minnesota covered it. They did a direct snap to Chandler and got about 2 yards, and then a touchdown pass to Johnny Munt.
Yeah, look at this. I'll put it on solo. See if it'll focus.
Oh yeah, that's the same one.
Ah. It's not going to focus well enough.
I can see
But
it.
I wasn't seeing it for you to see it. But yeah, it wasn't very big, but oh no, you gotta burn the house down now. I'm considering it. My cats weren't dumb or my cats were too dumb to catch it, so
This one's not. He kills everything.
he didn't used to be like that. He used to be scared of crickets. But like, shouldn't spiders be dead right now?
Not if they're in the house.
That was the small one. That means it's a baby. Now I'm never gonna sleep again.
That house has always had spiders.
And I got rid of most of them. And I thought the cold was gonna get rid of the rest of them. I'm gonna turn my air conditioning on.
Freeze them out.
I'm gonna make the house like 20 degrees.
No, Kitty has effectively killed
No,
everything.
I do not want to know the most terrifying wolf spider thing. I'm already not gonna sleep. What's up, Nisa? Hey, maybe Harrison Butker could become the first ever kicker to kick his team all the way to the Super Bowl and win. Happy New Year's 2024 here already. Hope you're having a great one. We have about an hour and 15 minutes until the two of us hit the New Year's. But thanks for stopping by. And shout out to Harrison Butker because he's our leading scorer this year and pretty much all time. Your half tie? That's pretty sweet. The woman that I was arguing with today at work that I work with, she's from Thailand. I'm pretty sure that's where she said she was from. Can I stay on live until the ball drops? If you can convince him to. First
I'm
and
not.
10, they're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones. Running up the middle for about 4. When Spider's got more hair than I do, I gotta walk away.
There is nobody in this family that will kill a spider except for me, I think.
Shelby is not scared to kill spiders. And I'm not scared to kill spiders. I just don't like killing spiders indoors. I feel like it's a bad omen. Like when I hit a deer, I just feel like, what if I hit the alpha deer? 2nd and 6, Love's gonna fire it for a first down. And that's the guy who caught the touchdown earlier. Melton.
His name is Bo Melton.
But anyway, like I drive in like constant state of fear for like a month every time I've ever hit a deer that they're all just like gonna gang up on me. But I feel the same way about killing a spider or just bugs in general inside. Like they probably have friends that are also inside, and I don't want them to mess with me. So I'll take you outside and free you, or if you're outside, I could kill you out there, I guess. I don't know. 1st and 10, handoff to Jones, and he's gonna get another big chunk.
He's been running the ball really well.
As a native Chicagoan,
He's got over 100 yards. Christian Watson looks about ready to come back.
I can tell you Midwesterns can be downright crude. I mean, a lot of people I've met in Chicago, they've been nice ones, but there have been a lot of not nice ones too. Seismic? Is that how you say that, or is it an acronym? Spray the floorboards, spiders will go away. And it hits you back. It may hit me back. 2nd and 3. Handoff again. No, fakes the handoff. Quick pass out to Dobbs. And he's going to get another big chunk. This Green Bay offense is honestly kind of cooking.
I'm telling you, Jordan Love looks way better than last time I saw him in a full game.
I mean, Leo, if Dad brought that spider over here, I'll single-handedly whoop him myself. He used to terrorize me. One time he picked up this big-ass spider, like big ass. I started sprinting away. I was running through the neighbor's yards, multiple yards. And then he acted like he threw it at me. And I went into a full panic attack, just lay down on the ground in someone's yard. 1st and 10, quick throw out to Melton, incomplete. 11:08 on the clock, 2nd and 10. He's been terrorizing me with spiders since I was a little child. And he has helped my fear of spiders just grow.
It's all my fault, Leo. I accept full responsibility. Every psychological defect or malfunction in her brain you can effectively blame it on me.
Well, my mom probably takes 75% of it. Of my psychological issues. 2nd and 10, handoff to
Big
Jones. He's got a huge lane, and he's going to pick up 12. Seismic. Okay, that makes sense. I went seismic. I was close. And it's an insecticide. I'll have to look that up. I feel like the Ravens are going to get beat up by the Browns in the playoffs or the Steelers if they get in. Just a feeling. I feel the same way. I feel like the Ravens are going to lose to the Browns. And the Lions are going to beat the Rams.
I think the Ravens can beat anybody else in the AFC but people in their own division.
They struggle. I mean, I think they can win in their division. But it's their hardest opponent. They play us tough, too. It's always a good game when we play each other.
Timeout.
And Green Bay will use their first timeout here in the 4th. Alex, you're going to hang out with us and watch the ball drop. So if the Bills win, they get the 2 seed.
Yes.
Did they beat us?
Yes.
Yes, they beat us, yes. So probably yes. I hope that doesn't happen. That'll make me more mad than anything.
That's why I'm saying, that's what I was telling Pizzle earlier. I don't care what happened to the Dolphins today as long as they get it together next week and beat Buffalo. Because if I can't be in the playoffs, I don't want them there either.
Wouldn't they still be there just at a 7?
Not
on
necessarily.
Who loses?
There's way, if Pittsburgh wins and something else happens, they're out. If they lose.
I just feel like out of the 2 seeds remaining that are not divisional, 1 through 4, so 6 and 7, they're sitting at 6 with. Don't they have a game up on the 7?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be harder for them to fall out.
They can finish. I saw it. They can finish 2, 6, 7, or out. That's the 3 that they have the possibility. Or 4, I'm sorry. There's ways that they're out. I know something has to do with Pittsburgh winning. Now, Baltimore's probably not going to play their starters next week since they've clinched the 1. So, guess what? So that means Pittsburgh has a good chance of winning that game. So then that puts Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh will be above them.
Pittsburgh plays like they did today and last week.
30 more points.
Mason Rudolph has made them look better than they've looked all season.
Yeah, so I think Pittsburgh is going to win that game next week. And
this is what I'm saying. If the Bills lose next week, they still have a 90% chance of making the playoffs. They're the almost most guaranteed to make a playoff spot.
It's because they're a game up on everybody. They can lose and they still have chances.
So we have the possibility of playing the Bills, Jags, Texans, or Colts, or Steelers.
Or
Steelers.
Dolphins. Dolphins can end up being
if the Dolphins lose, we could end up playing the Dolphins first. So we're probably going to lock in at the 3.
Yes. You already locked the 3.
I never read that. 1st and 10, hand it off. That's Dylan. He's going to get a yard. I haven't heard that because, which I think it is a lock because we got the tiebreaker over the Jags. So 3, which would mean that we play the 6. So it feels like if
Miami or
Miami
Buffalo?
wins, we play Buffalo first. If Buffalo wins, we play Miami first. And I would rather it be Buffalo, honestly, at 6. All right, 2nd and 9, Love back to pass. And he gets it to the tight end. He's going to get a yard. Not much. It doesn't take any talent to be an a-hole. That's the kind of low life that flips off strangers for no reasons. That's fair. Yeah, I would rather it be the Bills than the Dolphins. Not saying we can't beat the Dolphins again, but for whatever reason, I feel more comfortable playing against the Bills first. I want to see that Wyoming boy cry in our stadium again. I had a Bills fan told me that Mahomes was a crybaby yesterday. 3rd and 7. Quick pass out to Melton. He's going to get the first down inside the 20. And I was like, have you ever watched Josh Allen for 5 minutes? I was like, yeah, Mahomes has thrown a couple tantrums lately, but watch the last 5 years of Josh Allen's career during a loss. Jags, Colts, and Texans all have head-to-head tiebreakers over the Steelers. So Steelers have the least likely chance, in my opinion, even with a win. Like, I feel like it's going to be.
So if the Jags and the Steelers lose, the Bills will have an automatic bid for a wild card.
So they'll be guaranteed a playoff spot, and then depending
If the
on
Jags and
their
Steelers
head-to-head
lose.
depends on if it's 2 or 6.
If the Jags or the Steelers lose, they have an automatic playoff spot. Now their seeding can change 6 or 7 in that manner, but
But it
I
pretty
don't
much
know
locks it.
the exact scenarios because it doesn't say. It just says that if the Jags lose and or the Steelers lose, they're in.
Interesting.
And that's if they lose. So the Jags losing at Tennessee is a possibility. Steelers losing at Baltimore doesn't seem like as much of a possibility.
2nd and 9, handoff up the middle. That's their 3rd running back, Taylor. He's going to get a good chunk. It's going to be 3rd and short.
And I don't know how the Dolphins wild card changes. I think they can go no lower than the 6, what they said.
I don't think the Dolphins can go past 6.
Yeah, because Cleveland's locked into the 5.
Yeah, for sure. Just like the non-winner of the NFC East is locked into 5.
Yep. We will have it all figured out by next weekend, that's for sure.
I mean, this gives us a better picture of the winner of this game for the NFC. 3rd and 3, gonna throw it out to I don't even know.
Green Bay controls their own destiny next week. That's flipping awesome.
Against the Bears. I bet they'll put that game as prime time if they win this.
So yeah, after this game's over, they're going to drop next weekend's schedule for if they're going to move anything around. So we'll have to look for that.
Yeah, I know. That's what we said. That's what Leo said, actually. The Ravens don't want to eventually face the Bills. They will purposefully lose to the Steelers. 37-yard field goal attempt is up and good. Green Bay extends their lead 33-10. Back up to three-score game. I'm just trying to figure out what I want from Taco Bell still. The Raiders losing today, that was actually a pretty solid game. And as much as I don't like the Raiders, I was hoping they'd win that game, so it would make it a little bit easier for the Texans to take their spot in the playoffs. And it not be the Colts. Because for whatever reason, we forget how to play football when we play against the Colts. And we're not in a position to where we can forget how to play football because we're already not doing it very well. I know, but when you're starving, everything sounds good.
Uh-huh.
But I think I figured it out. Did you know you can add their nacho fries to pretty much any burrito? I mean, I'm not going to, but like, it's kind of nice. And you can also have a beefy 5-layer burrito grilled.
Yes, Nisa. They have to lose first. And then other stuff's got to happen.
Yes.
I don't want the Bills in the playoffs. I really don't.
I'll win a couple dollars if they do that.
Leo, I keep telling everybody, grilled cheese nacho fries with beef.
I don't like their fries. It's a taco joint. Why do you need fries?
Because they're spicing with Mexican spices.
No, it's not. It tastes sweet.
That's what the commercial says. I'm just repeating it.
But taste it. It's sweet. The only thing is spicy is maybe the nacho cheese you dip it in.
I get jalapenos with mine just to give it a little extra flavor.
Kickoff's up. He's going to return it across the 15, 20, and smacked at the 22. I wanted those chicken roll top things, but they don't have them. I used to get, when they had mini quesadillas on their menu that were like $1, I used to go and get like 5.
The mini chicken quesadillas, we used to get those all the time.
Dude, I used to eat like 5 or 6 at a time. They were a little spicy, but I love them.
All right, first 10, balls at the 23. Mullins checks it out, and that is going to be Jordan Addison. It's going to get about 3 or maybe 4.
I don't know, Nisa. I was really more excited about knocking the Broncos out than anything. That's what I cared about the most. When did Purdy get hurt?
Back to throw again. Fires over the middle, and the receiver falls down. That's Jefferson.
Well, he's had multiple stingers as of recently. I don't know if he got hurt today. Did Brock get hurt today?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, see, I didn't follow that game. I saw it when it was like 10-10, and I was like, dang, this game's closer than I thought. And then I don't think Washington scored again. Oh, I did like the quesalupa.
All right, 3rd down and 5. Jefferson goes wide right. He's looking that way. Fires, but it's to the tight end. And that guy's having a good day. Johnny Munt.
I think I'm just going to get the grilled cheese burrito deluxe box.
I like that one too.
Just announced the Bills and Dolphins will be Sunday Night Football. Because AFC is superior. We're gonna have like 4 or 5.
Scotty's gonna take off running, and he slides and takes a helmet hit. Where's the flag? There it is.
we're gonna have like four, maybe five winning record teams miss the playoffs. Like above 500 teams miss the playoffs. And the NFC might have teams with losing records in the playoffs.
Maybe.
Depending on how the NFC South plays out.
Yeah, what we know about the South is that when we think it's predictable, it becomes unpredictable.
AFC is just superior. I know some of our NFC guys don't like to agree with that.
Well,
but it's true.
The last team that the 49ers want to see in the Super Bowl is somebody from the AFC North because they beat Pittsburgh in week 1, but other than that, they got trampled.
Or the Chiefs.
Mullins is back to pass. He checks it down, and that's to Madison, and they are in hurry-up mode.
Richard Sherman still has PTSD from Tyreek Hill breaking his ankles in the Super Bowl.
Yes, mostly. You do have to fly to wrestle her about it.
Okay.
Mullins fires again across the middle, and that's to Jefferson. He gets inside the 30 and goes down.
Okay. Give me, and don't say the Packers. Don't say the Packers. But give me one legitimate reason to make me believe that the NFC is superior to the AFC. And I'll listen to your point. And don't talk about things that happened 50 years ago.
Mullins throws it to the sideline, and Addison just can't get there.
I'm talking about right here, right now. I don't care who was the first team, and I don't care who was the last team. I want a legitimate reason as to right now how the NFC could be superior to the AFC right now. I can't think of one thing. Unless you want to say the 49ers. But they almost got swept by the AFC North. And also, the Steelers just suck. So, their defense is their highlight. Can I play with you? I've been wanting to give Alex these hands too.
Mostly, the only thing you can say
is that... Have you seen Dallas though? They got sliced and diced by a few AFC teams that have worse records than them because their competition is tougher in the AFC. Buffalo made them look stupid.
Yeah, Buffalo ran the ball straight down their throat.
Buffalo made Dallas look stupid. Miami beat the Cowboys also, which was a much tighter game.
Mullins fires, and it is completed, and I think that's Brandon Powell.
That is Brandon Powell.
No, I think it's incomplete. I don't think he got his feet down. Oh, one foot, not the other.
Happy New Year's, Leo. I know you got a couple hours to go. But
11:04.
Taco Bell. I will say that the Niners have had a long run like the Patriots, just no Super Bowl to show, a few week seasons. I mean, KC is still a legitimate team. They just are playing undisciplined, and so therefore they're losing.
Checks it down. Here goes Chandler. He's at the 20, inside, down, out of bounds at the 17.
And also, to combat you once more, mostly, in Kansas City's worst year with Patrick Mahomes as a starter is still better than over half of all of the NFC teams. By far. Steelers and Ravens will be at 4:30. Okay.
That's on Saturday, though, right?
And then the Texans and Colts. Look at that. They're putting both night games as AFC matchups. Mostly.
Well, the Saturday game, yeah. But
they say the Texans and Colts are Saturday night and Bills and Dolphins are Sunday night. When they could easily could put Green Bay and Chicago or one of the NFC East matchups, either the Cowboys or the Eagles.
So mostly just remember how it felt in the 90s when the NFC was dominant. She's just reiterating that point. Throws to the end zone. Jefferson only gets 1 foot down, but makes the grab and gets pushed out of bounds. Really nice catch. Yeah, I saw that, Vasant. They said that now they're saying that they benched him for performance.
I think that was garbage. Look, I hate the Broncos next to anybody else who hates the Broncos. And I do enjoy Sean Payton, and I think Russell Wilson is a respectable quarterback, although he is the corniest quarterback. He's still talented. I think they handled that incorrectly.
Watch this. Hang on a second, mostly. He's back to throw. He fires into the end zone again, and that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. I felt so sorry in the 1990s for the Buffalo Bills because they sent a team to the Super Bowl almost every freaking year. And it was either the Niners, the Cowboys, or maybe the Redskins. Everybody just continually mauled the AFC, and the AFC was inferior. And I think that's kind of turned around this season because all the big time free agents came to the AFC. We're overloaded right now. The money's going to start going back the other way. We'll take our reign while we can.
Who do you think would win between the Lions and Niners? I think the Niners would win, but the Lions have a great chance to match up well against them. Oh, 4th and 4, he throws
It's
into the end
incomplete.
zone. It's incomplete. It don't matter. It's a turnover either way.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 4th down.
You're in charge of the Vikings.
I know.
You're not doing your job.
Well, I just didn't realize it was 4th down. I thought it was 3rd.
Nearly picked, but still turned over.
Yeah,
But
I
don't you wanna
watched
give
in the
me the last
90s, and I
catch?
couldn't figure out why the AFC wasn't better. So I will take
Mahomes' deal as close as you all, but don't you want a quarterback who has passion? I would be glad to have a leader who gets pissed when they lose. It shows he wants to friggin' win. Yeah, I mean, that game that he blew up, which was the Kadarius Toney offsides game, and yes, he can finally acknowledge. What's up, Holly? How we doing? Nice to see you. Happy New Year's. I know you've got 2 more hours. We still got an hour, but I just feel like people are blowing the fact that he got that upset out of proportion. It wasn't that the ref called it. It wasn't necessarily that they called it because it was the correct call. Everyone knows that. And he was not upset that the referee made the correct call. But it was the situation of how it happened, nothing to do with anything other than the fact that it's the first time it's ever happened in his career. Because normally they're given warnings or whatever, But it was only kind of honestly kind of scary for me watching him react that way because I've never seen that kind of negative reaction out of him. And for a split second, I was like, is he going to try to leave? And now that's the thought that's been sitting in the back of my mind. I think he's in KC forever, but things can change. And the thought of Patrick Mahomes playing somewhere else is my worst nightmare, I think. But I enjoyed the passion. I don't care. We get just as upset as these guys do sitting at home some days. Steelers fans and Cowboys fans have to get a new TV every year after the playoffs. We all get upset. I don't know. I don't think one blow up, because that's the only time he's ever acted like that I've ever seen, is not necessarily a bad thing. Because they try to bully and Russ into changing his contract. I don't know. That's what Vasant said. He's an actual Broncos fan, so I know he probably follows out a little bit closer. Mahomes will take a pay cut soon to get a top tier receiver. He wants to be the best ever.
He restructures every year.
Yeah, I mean, he ever since he signed that $500 million contract for 10 years, it's been changed every season. 1st and 10 for the Pack at the 10, handoff up the middle. That's Taylor, and he's gonna pick up 6 or 7. The Broncos were eliminated today, yes. I cheered. But Jarrett Stidham played pretty well. Which receiver would you like to see in KC? Mike Evans. Or T. Higgins. Mike Evans or T. Higgins. That's the guys I want. I know everyone's saying, like, DeAndre Hopkins, which is never a bad choice, or, other guys. Tyreek's not going to come back. He said he's going to play his contract out in Miami and then retire. He's not going to get another contract. He doesn't want to. He's got a ring. He's about to set his own record. Like his own. I think he's broken Miami's record, and he just set a record today for the first player ever to have 1,700 receiving yards 2 consecutive seasons. Second and floor, they're going to run it, and Minnesota's burning timeouts now. We've only got 2:48 left. I'm so tired, I forgot it was New Year's Eve, hoping I could stay up to ring in the New Year. Man, I wish I could just forget that it was New Year's Eve and just another day. But man, like, the casino life will not let you forget that. Ever. I feel like it's been 84 years since I've slept. But I like the whole concept of New Year's. Like ringing it in, having a party, celebrating, turning the page on a year. 3rd and 1, hand off to Taylor, and he's going to get like 10. I don't know. I would literally die for Patrick Mahomes. Another guy? I would literally die for Nick Chubb. Those 2 guys. That's probably the end of the list. I would die for them. I think the Pack has this. I think you might be onto something.
Mostly you smart.
Except for when you tell me that the NFC is superior to the AFC right now. That's the only time I will always disagree. All right, Minnesota's out of timeout, so we can only stop the clock on an incomplete pass in the 2-minute warning or running out of bounds. 1st and 10, going to hand it off to Taylor, and this should take us to the 2-minute warning. Having the mindset of starting anew, making resolutions. I never used to be like super into the whole making New Year's resolutions because I thought it was kind of dumb for a while. But like, I get it. Like, I don't even necessarily want to call it like a resolution, but like just goals for a new year. Like, I guess it's about the same thing. Like, I enjoy that now. Let Alex know the winner and loser of the first Super Bowl. Were you even alive then? So, you've got nothing to hold over my head. That was years and years and years before I was a thought. So, I don't care. I'm sorry that Green Bay is old as time.
It's just because Kansas City lost in the first Super Bowl. That's his problem.
I wasn't alive then, so I can't be upset about it. I mean, I can be upset about things that happened before I was alive. But I'm just happy my team was the one of the first teams to be in a Super Bowl. It took them, and they finally won one before they went on a 50-year drought.
Yeah, like Super Bowl number 4.
Yeah, didn't they beat like the Vikings? I want to say the Vikings.
Can't remember. I know KC won the 4th Super Bowl.
I think it's the Vikings. I'm sorry, I can't recall. I know like a few weeks ago when it happened.
Yeah, the Jets won the one before, and But yeah,
You won Super
Green
Bowl
Bay
II.
won the first Super Bowl. Yay.
Yes. Before we were all alive. And tickets were like $10 to go to it.
That would be awesome.
That's
Give
just
me a chance.
unfair. Now it's more than my yearly salary. To nosebleeds are like 10,000 plus, but like to get a semi like not nosebleed seat, it's like more than I make in a year. They named the trophy after the coach of the other team. Rigged. That's funny. What was I gonna say? Well, mostly made me lose my train of thought because he's stuck on Super Bowl I. He's stuck on the past. Patrick Mahomes has more Super Bowl rings than Aaron Rodgers.
Here we go.
Because the AFC's superior now. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It doesn't matter who makes it to the Super Bowl. The AFC is going to win this year. I believe that. I should put you in timeout for that. You better not put Jeff in timeout. If you put Jeff in timeout, I'll put you in timeout.
Yeah. Yeah. Timeouts reserved for total assholes.
Jeff has like a permanent exclusion to being timeout. I don't think he could ever say anything bad enough to make me want to get rid of him for 3 minutes.
I think, for some reason, I think the Lions have the best chance to beat an AFC team.
Butker will kick the winner in Las Vegas this year. Well, if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, it's going to be on Butker's leg to win it. Unless somewhere during the playoff run, they seem to figure things out and start clicking, like at the right place, right time, which is still a possibility I will not rule out because I trust Andy Reid, I trust Patrick Mahomes, and I trust Steve Spagnuolo, and I trust Matt Nagy, although a lot of people don't like him. 3rd and 6, Jordan Love's going to take a shot to a wide open Melton. You know what? This is great for Jordan Love right now to have these kind of plays with all these backup guys, right? Like Melton.
That's not even Love. Love's out of the game.
Oh, Love's out of the game. That's what's his name? Yeah, I can remember. It's right on Clifford, Sean Clifford. I was thinking S, but this is great for these backup receivers and tight ends to be getting catches and stuff in a game. Especially if they're able to win next week and get into the playoffs because they've had a little bit of a health issue with a lot of offensive pieces. So this is really good for them. And now they're going to take the victory knee. This is Sean Clifford's Kurt Benkert moment. He got to take the knee. Why is Romeo Doubs doing push-ups on the sideline?
Flexing, man. He's flexing.
Oh, I'm with you, Holly. I'm with you, Nisa. I'll put all my faith into that man's leg. Except for in New England where they deflate footballs. Clifford, the big red quarterback. I don't know what college he went to. Was it like Notre Dame?
Penn State.
Penn State. It's not a red school.
How come I just have so much useless facts in my head?
I just took a guess when I said Notre Dame. I have no idea. I just feel like I remember someone saying it in here one time.
Are they fighting at the end of this game?
Scrapping. Aaron Jones is dapping up KJ Osborne while talking smack to somebody else.
You notice he puts his helmet back on? He's pretty smart for that, honestly. Well, now he took it back off.
Kurt Benkert is not still in the NFL. He retired. Now he's a...
Oh, he got punched! He got punched!
Wait, who threw the punch first?
I guess it was Booth. Bang!
Oh! No, don't put Aaron Jones in concussion protocol. He just got healthy.
Dude.
He did. He took a shot to his nose. This game was over, fellas. We had backups in.
Look at that. NFL players kill me, man. It's like dogs fighting. They can hit each other and then they can go hang out with the other team. I don't get it.
Well, most of them have played on the same team together. I feel like different positional pieces have been bounced around. Like what's his name? Zadarius Smith. As I feel like he's gonna be a Lion next year. He's just bouncing around the
Dude, he's done
NFC North.
so good for the Browns.
Yeah, he has played really well. Him, Clowney and Garrett? No, Clowney's with the Ravens.
Is it the Ravens?
I think he's with the Ravens now because I watched their game last week or the week before on primetime. Yeah, it was the
Against San
Niners game.
Francisco?
Yeah, it was that one because he got a sack in that game, and I remember saying, "Oh, I forgot he was there."
Yeah, because Trent Williams went out and then he went. Yeah, that was that game because Williams went out and he started burning that left tackle up.
Hugs and helmets, weirdest post game. Every game that has a fight in it is a good game to me. Bears out the playoffs since the Packers won. So that means the Bears have nothing to lose going into playing against Green Bay to try to wreck their plans like the Lions did last year.
Yep.
Same scenario, just a different divisional opponent.
I don't know. I think you came back at the end of my rant, but this NFC North next year could be pretty phenomenal.
Well, we kind of thought it would be fairly competitive this year. I mean, you gave a little bit more credit to the Bears than I did. I still put them a little bit lower, but the Vikings are right where I thought they were. The Packers are just a few games behind where I put them, and then the Lions are basically right where I had them at. We thought this would be a competitive. I had at least 2 NFC North teams making the playoffs in our initial preseason.
But just perspective wise, with all the draft picks that Chicago has, if they don't blow it up or make a big major mistake, they've got a lot of good pieces now, and they finished at the bottom. If they stick with Justin Fields, just hypothetically, and they use their draft picks that they got for good, and get some good players, then they're going to be right there with Minnesota and Green Bay and maybe even compete with the Lions. The Lions are good for a couple more years. They don't have any big contracts to work out.
The only thing that they have to even discuss is Jared Goff. Really.
I think there's an option year in there on Goff's contract too.
Are you streaming tonight? I mean, I guess I can hop on Call of Duty for an hour or so while I wait for my food. But, because I'm just going to be sitting here killing time anyway. So I can do that if you want. I gotta let my dogs out first. But if you want me to, I'll do that for just half an hour to an hour or so. But other than that, I know that I said last night that I wanted to, but I did not understand how
Look at
tired.
that. Dude got punched in the face and now he's drinking champagne on NBC.
He don't care, man. He don't care. Something for me to watch while I wait for New Year's. That's fair. I mean, if you want and you want to hang out and chat for a little bit longer, I can hop on because I know he's gonna dip in a minute. I think Aaron Jones was trying to break it up. I don't think he was trying to fight back. I think he was trying to break it up. That replay they just showed, it looked like he was pushing him back to be like, yo, chill out now. Fields tosses looked money tonight. I didn't watch any of the Bears stuff. Who did they play? The Falcons. Bears have been good since they got Montez Sweat. I mean, a big part of the Bears' problem is their defense was giving up so many points. Like, it didn't matter how good of a game Justin Fields had. Their defense let the other offense have an even better game.
I just think the NFC North next year might be the best division in the NFC. I'll say
So
it right.
you're just saying that the North in general
I
is
think all 4
superior.
teams have the potential to be.
I'm talking about both Norths. So you're saying the North is superior.
No.
Well, I mean, the AFC North is the superior division in the AFC, and you're saying that the NFC can be competitive to be the superior division. So
I'm just saying next year the NFC North might be the best division in the NFC.
And the AFC North will probably still be the best division in the AFC. So you're saying the North will be superior.
Maybe. I'm not sure of that yet because
I think
there's a lot of potential for the AFC East, dude. There really is. And look, there's a lot of potential for the West too. The South is out there sucking hind tit, but
yeah, so the North is superior, the South is bottom feeders, and then we've got, CJ Stroud and Will Levis are trying to make the South relevant again.
I don't think Will
With
Levis is
Trevor.
going to be the answer in Tennessee. Just saying.
I mean, I think he will be next year. They don't got to pay him nothing.
No, I mean I know they got him for 4 years and they ain't gonna cost him nothing.
But the Jets are going to be riding on Aaron Rodgers' health. He lasted 4 snaps on that.
You know what?
The Patriots will have no identity next year. And there's been rumors about Josh Allen getting traded to the Giants to be with Daboll. It could be this fast that the AFC East combusts.
I know you can't come up with a real answer for this, but hypothetically speaking, of course, if Aaron Rodgers would not have torn his Achilles on the 4th snap of the game, how long do you think he would have lasted behind that offensive line before going on IR?
I have no idea, but that's what they were riding on. They didn't care about the result after he left. I mean, the guys did, but the whole franchise pretty much wrote the season off in 4 plays.
Happy New Year, Rob.
Happy New Year, Rob. I'm just saying, they gave up completely. They're like, well, let's just let these guys play because we got to pay them anyway, get through our 16 games, 17 more games. I really had a lot of optimism when Zach Wilson, helped them win that week 1 game after their literal whole season imploded in front of them in 4 snaps.
Your cat hit the rewind button on my receiver.
He thinks the game's still on, guys.
He wants to watch it. Kitty, stop.
I don't know. Every time we think we got it figured out, something gets thrown. There's a bump in the road, and we don't know what we're talking about.
Well, you can't.
The AFC West is supposed to have been the best AFC division the last 3 years, and we have been next to the South at the bottom multiple times in that slew. Because the AFC West spent $250 million to stop Patrick Mahomes last offseason. Not this offseason that we just had, but the one before that.
Think about how much money that division has thrown at coaches, defensive players to try to stop the Chiefs. Honestly. The Chargers have the highest paid defense in the NFL. They paid Brandon Staley, Sean Payton, Russell Wilson, Khalil Mack.
Oh, I know. I mean, Khalil Mack's working out.
Leo went and got Taco Bell. That's great.
I'll have Taco Bell in an hour or so. The entire time I was saying that was the Chiefs and 3 wannabes. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't buy into the media's. They've crowned the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Broncos AFC West champions before the season started over the last 3 years. Before a season kicks off, those 3 teams have been, and this year they said the Chiefs would finish 4th, and although they've played like they deserve to, they still won the division. I mean, it took them too long for my liking, but they still did it. I mean, they had 3 different plays go their way, and they would have clinched the division a long time ago. Yep, Jordan Love's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. You're right, Bud Nick. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here, Panther. Even if it's just me and you, we can chill through the ball drop after I let my dogs out. And yeah, so I'll be hanging over on that channel. The Bengals have been garbage since they stopped signing convicts.
How can you say that?
Have a happy new year, everyone. It's a funny statement to make, but I wouldn't say that because I don't believe it. But it's a funny thing to say.
I love Vontez Perfect.
I mean, he doesn't play there now. Carson Palmer was not convicted. Anyway, have a happy New Year's. If you're going out tonight, be safe. And I don't know when we're going to be on here next.
I'm in here Wednesday.
But I'm talking about football. I don't know when we're in here next. But we'll figure it out. This is the first Monday. We haven't had Monday Night Football, so I don't know what the game plan is. We'll figure it out as we go. We appreciate you guys for being here with us. I'll be over on my gaming channel if you want to chill with me and Panther. But you guys are awesome. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a great 2024. And we can't wait to see you guys in it. And with that being said, much love. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Next year.